Every build you need is right here. I'm just gonna cut to the chase. Timestamps. I'm not editing that. Timestamps, like just scroll along the video, you can see what you want to watch. Your build is there. I guarantee you the build you want is there. If it's not, go in the comments and I'll show you how to do the build. Enjoy the video. The videos. Also, if you want to watch the full thing, like just leave it playing in the background. Like get me that watch time. You know, subscribe to, since I'm making all the builds for you. Like, I'm gonna guess you dapped me up. Yeah, I hope you did. You better have. By the way, exporting this is genuinely gonna take 24 hours. So again, please subscribe for me, bro. Please, like this is one of those exports. Today, we're making the best build in all of AOTR. Why is it the best? Why has no one else made this? Because no one has realized. Alright? This one perk has been underground for way too long. Let me tell you. Yeah, okay, first let me give you some backstory. Making the best build in the game with Helos, right? Using Helos family. Just to reiterate, you can't use Shiki as well. Or Ackermann. Ackermann is Shiki basically. You could also use Fritz, I guess. It wouldn't be as good, but this is the build. I'll show you the build first, and then we'll go into the showcase and stuff. So for your offense, you want Kengo. For your support, you want Font. For your support 2, you want Peerless. So Font and Peerless Commander, you need those. For your defense, whatever, just do Immortal, I guess. Actually, I'm gonna do Adaptation just because it's a bit more convenient. I won't be dying anyways. For your core, okay, wait, I'll do the core last. For your offense perk, use Eviscerate, not Black Flash, and that's because of our core. No. This is where things are spicy. The core perk, we're using Flame Rhapsody, right? Crit chance is capped to 12.5%. That is cap. It's cap, and it's so beautifully cap. Crit damage is increased by 2.3 times, not 230%, 2.3 times. Because of that, we have an insane crit damage multiplier of 400%. 400, incredible. Thunder Spear damage is 275. I might use blades. I'll stick to spears. I'd rather use blades, but I want to show you how much we can do in a normal hit, and spears is better for that. So I'm using Helos, I'm using the damage side. Now you might be thinking, you're using a crit build, why are you going damage side? Because the crit chance here will be completely negated by that body perk slot where the crit chance is capped. So I'm only really getting the crit damage here. What's that, 9%, 8%, blah blah blah. I'm getting some crit damage. Also, I'm leading very heavy towards crit damage perks, and because of that, the ODM damage here is even more valuable to me. Now, for my skills, I'm using, it doesn't really matter because I'm getting multiple people to get the maximum damage. But I'm using Black Flare, Red Flare, Order Rage, Avenging Execution, and my Order Revolution. With this build, I've done 7.2 million damage in a single crit, solo. And I'm about to test it with a Reiss buffer and a Fritz buffer. It's going to be insane. It's going to be so insane. Also, that was without Quake Strike being in effect, which I'll show you now. But yeah, the main purpose of this build is to stack as much crit damage as possible and to have as little crit chance. But when you're in the game, right? Let me show you here. So my crit chance is 12.5%, right? When I'm in the game, this increases. If I pop Order Revolution, it increases. The Reiss buff, it increases. Fritz buff, it increases. They increase it. So I think it's bugged. As in, it's not supposed to work like that. It should be a true 12.5, but it's still going up. Because of that, this perk is really overpowered. I don't know how no one else knows about this. To be honest with you, I feel like everyone would be on this perk, but no one is. But yeah, 7.2 million in one hit. Insane. Absolutely insane. I think I'll show you the solo version first, just so you believe me a bit more. For my things, I'm using Feathered Bicorn with Thunder Sphere damage. I think crit damage would be better, but I don't have the gold for that. As you can see, Crystal Necklace, full crit damage. Bottom one's a bit iffy, but I mean, it works. You know, it works. For my prestige, I'm using Tactician, Quake Strike, which I haven't gotten to test out yet, actually. I've just been doing anti-raids, so. Crescendo, nice. Gambler, it's for the YouTube, you know. We've been over this. And Overslash, I mean, yeah, sure. I would use Supernova, that would increase the damage, but I don't have it. Fury Forge, I'm going to be max HP, so don't bother with Fury Forge. Yeah, so I'm just using Overslash, it's just there. Colossal, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Now, let me go into a quick test run, show you guys the legitimacy, and then we're going to see the maximum damage by adding a Fritz with the order revolution, a Reiss with the order command, and using the conquer skill for even more Titan vulnerability. And then also we are going to have an unwavering belief player mashing those Titans, and I'm going to be using Quake Strike because we're going to be doing the armored raid, and we're going to have Reiner taking more damage because we destroyed his shield. Do you know what that means? Insanity. I'm thinking we're going to get upwards of 11 million with Helos, by the way. Not with the Colossal Titan Nuke. My highest damage on Colossal Titan Nuke was 27 million before I found out this method. Imagine how much it would be with this build. But yeah, let me do the solo on female. I'll bring in the people, and then we can do the squad. By the way, huge, massive shout out to Ahiru, right, for sponsoring this video. He's basically a sponsor. He gave me a Helos, you know, for my Fritz. It's just a loan, but like I really appreciate it. Go follow his TikTok, Ahiru, and that many underscores. I'm not counting. No, I will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. But yeah, thank you very much. Also, thank you to the people helping us. Thank you to Oshino, our channel member, of course. He is here. Thank you to Jay. Not really, Jay. Yeah. And thank you to Solid Gamer. That's his name, right? Well, I don't know his name, but it's Discord. Whatever. Streamer mode is on, it would seem. Now, let me do this thing. I would put on simple. Yeah, you know, I'll put on simple boring. It doesn't really matter. Forgot I'm in the public server. Okay, I won't put it on simple because I know people are going to be in the comments talking about it's not real. Even if I don't have simple on, I still have the same amount of damage. Let me tell these guys. So I'm doing the solo method. So remember, 7 million damage. That was with a good gambler though. I might be doing like 6 million. It depends on how lucky I'm feeling, you know. Now then, let's show this. By the way, you do want to do this just for the undying hero bar. They nerfed the bar gain from the female Titan cutscene thing, so it's pretty annoying. I don't feel like the need to do it anymore. For a shifter, yeah, you have to do it. But I mean, for Helos, it was already bad for Helos, but now it's just even worse, you know. I guess it still does fill up a bit of the bar. But yeah, you want to pop your buffs, red flare, black flare, order rage, a little order revolution. This is like, I got Helos today, so I'm still pretty new to it. A little thing, 1.2 million by the way. 6.1 mil, there you go. And I don't even have the undying hero stacks. That's the crazy thing. How much was that spear? 900k? Okay, that's wrong. Yeah, 2.2 million for a regular spear. Okay, I don't know how, but it's already on legs again. It's dead. It's actually it's crazy. It's genuinely crazy. The only thing is, I don't know if I can get my bar up. Why is my conservation chance so high, by the way? Like I don't have that many conservation chance upgrades, I guess, so I'm actually curious as to why my conservation chance is so high. I don't know if that's just like a Helos thing. Helos is 3 million on the thumb spear. If Helos is just cracks, or like what that is, but yeah, once I get the bar maxed, it's just gonna be even more crazy, you know. It's gonna be incredible. And by the way, I'm hitting crits almost all the time, even though it says my crit chance is capped. 3.4 million thumb spear, by the way. Even though it says my crit chance is capped to 12.5, I'm hitting crits all the time. That's the real reason that this build is completely broken. Now, you've seen that, you've seen the receipts, etc, etc. Now, I will be showing you the multiple people method with Fritz and Reiss, show you just how cracked that really is. Once I hit another, yes, 7.1 million damage. Oh my days, incredible. Let's see what we got in the chest. Yeah. Alright, since we now have helpers helping us, or buffers, I will be using Kingslayer, and I will be removing Red Flare, I guess. Yeah, Red Flare. I like the position. And yeah, so now I can get more kills while saving my spears for Reiner on the boats, because we are going to be doing the Armored Titan raid. I will be putting on boring. I'm not going to bother with simple. If he doesn't have enough HP, I'll just turn on oddball. I'm putting on boring just because I can't be bothered to deal with the boats, to be honest. So that's actually effort. Okay, I don't have a private server anymore. I lost the code. Are these the right guys? Okay, so these 3 top people. Bananas, I'm sorry, but you're gone. This is an elite lobby only. So we have a Reiss, Fritz, and 2 Heli. I wonder what. No, the plural of Helos is just Heloses. Oh, cause yeah, it's the name, so it's called Heloses. Anyways, I'm gonna say Heli because that sounds better. We have a Fritz, a Reiss, and 2 Heli, right? Oh, and we got a Shiki. Yeah, anyways. Oh, it's Diamond and Reiner. I hope we're gonna get good stuff. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna protect the boats for now. I'll put flare just to see exactly where I'm going with this. I'll protect the boats to get my Quake Strike up, just so we can see exactly how much we're doing. I've actually never used this move before. What's the range on it? Or the AoE? Sensation. Oh my days, he knows it so much better than Fritz. What are we doing here? Okay, I'm already fast. Okay, this is nice because it's getting my bar up as well. Alright, so Flare, blah blah blah, Order Rage, blah blah blah, etc etc. Now I'm gonna use my buff. I'm gonna do nice Kingslayer. I wonder if it does more damage if I hit it directly. I think it does because I did like no damage there. I want to get shields gone. Okay, it's charging. It's one of them ones. I want to get a shield gone, and then I'll be able to do extra damage. 3.7 million in a single spear. I'm not even. His shield isn't even gone. That right there is a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. How much would this do? Did I miss? I missed. Yeah. I need to get good with Helos, to be honest. I'm saving my Avenging Execution for when he's gone. For the shield's gone even. And for when I can hit a crit spot as well. Okay, I'm gonna save the rest of my spears. Okay. Shield is more or less gone. One more hit. Okay, now I hit Kingslayer. Get his arm weakened. Is it weakened? He's roaring, so I don't know. It's not. Okay, his arm's gone. Hit that. Hit that. I already had rage on, doesn't matter. Let's see. I missed. Oh my days, I actually missed. Wait. And it's back on the arm. That was 6 million and it wasn't on his name. Just think about that for a moment. So with it on, okay, I didn't hit a crit. If it's on Snape, I keep missing my shots. He's roaring. Yeah. It was so good in that raid. Alright, eyes, this should be nice. I'm so quick for some reason. And I know I'm quick, but like, look at me. Okay, I don't want to reload because of Quake Strike. Okay, please hit crit, please hit crit. $13 billion damage. $13 billion damage. Oh my days. How much is this thing? 9.4. 13 mil. Is that the highest I can go though? Because I have Gambler on. That could have been the lower limit. You know, like that could have been 70% of my damage versus 130. Days. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Genuinely crazy. Let's see. Pop that, pop that. Pop this. I don't think I have the Reiss buff on either. It's even more of a testament to this way, to this build even. Okay. One seat drops down. Can hit one more. Come on. 12 million. Okay, so that might have been the higher end of Gambler. Man, that's crazy. How much do my regular spears do? 4.7, almost 5 million. Ah, he's wrong. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Is that? Oh yeah, that's the Reiss buff. Okay, that. Oh, I didn't have my buff on. Yeah, so I only did 8 mil there. Come on, hit that. Ooh, why'd you have to be charged at the worst times? Okay, right here. 11 mil with Kingslayer. I don't know how much that was. Either way, insane. Genuinely insane. Like, there's not much else I can say about that. What was that? 13 million from a single move? Madness. Genuinely madness. There's nothing else I can say. That was without the Reiss buff. Now, don't mind the fact that it took 6 minutes. Alright, that's, you saw the whole raid. That was my own incompetence. But, incredible. 5 mil on a regular spear. Sensational. That is it. That is the best Helos build to date. Use this method. Like, you can make a lot of builds out of this. Out of that one perk before it gets patched. I guess I don't think it's meant to do that. Unless it is, then the devs are just, they might have to nerf it soon. But before this gets nerfed, patched, whatever, use this for your Helos build. Use this for an Ackermann build. Use it for whatever. I mean, for your Ackermann build, it can be this exact thing, but just without Peerless Commander, you know, because you don't have that support perk. For your Fritz, it can be this exact thing, but just without Kango. Keep Eviscerate. Eviscerate is better than Kango in this instance. But yeah, for your Zoe build, how do you do this with Zoe? You'd remove Kango, keep Eviscerate, and remove Peerless Commander. Or I'm just giving you builds, so I don't have to keep making videos. For what else? Jaeger would be the same as Zoe. Reiss, you would remove Kango, but then you can keep Peerless and Font. And Helos, obviously, you just saw Helos. Shiki, you can keep no, for Shiki, you remove Peerless. For Shiki, remove your defense. No, I have to remove either Peerless, Font, Eviscerate, or Kango. For Shiki, remove Peerless Commander. The same as the Ackermann build. What else? What other families are there? That's really it, because Zoe literally covers every other family, because it doesn't have any special perks. But yeah, that is the build. 15 million, one hit. Incredible. How long is this video? 20 minutes, not too long. No, I'm glad about that. I would wish it was a bit shorter. Looks like retention and all that, you know. 50% retention. Video blowing up, like numbers, views. Yeah, I'm just talking. Yeah, if you like that method, subscribe, join the TikTok, become a member. Like the video, hype the video. Did I say join my TikTok or follow my TikTok? I don't know. And also, watch that video. That is the strongest you can get in AOTR. This is the, okay, no, this is the strongest. That is the tankiest you can get in AOTR. Right there. Yeah, watch it. Yeah. Oh, subscribe there. 1 million starter damage. Yo. I just want to say, we did 125 million in about 30 seconds. I think so. 1 million already. Yeah. Solo, by the way. Solo. Yeah, I just want to let you know this is a solo build. Let's run that back again. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Highly requested female Titan build. I've made like 5 builds today alone. That's kind of crazy. I've just been recording back to back. But yeah, anyways, making the best female Titan build with Leonhart. That's gonna be better than Fritz builds, and then gonna make one with Fritz. That's gonna be better than that Leonhart build. So better than the current Fritz builds. We're just making the best builds, alright? So I have Leonhart equipped right now. For our skills, we're going, of course, Titan shifting. Everything else doesn't really matter. I mean, you could pick up some buffs, but it doesn't matter again. For perks, we're going to be going adaptation. This is where the defense perk actually matters now. So adaptation for our core, we're going with Flame, Rhapsody. That's not Flame Rhapsody. We're going with Flame, Rhapsody. That's been the team with all my builds nowadays, right? For offense, we're going with Eviscerate, not Art of War. And for our support perk, doesn't really matter for this one, I guess. Unwavering Belief wouldn't be too bad. Artifacts, I'm using Scars, which were just given to me by Ahu, again, my goat. Thank you for that. Some with crit damage, and a necklace with crit damage and shifter damage. Now for our anyone up there? That's like the worst joke that's the worst joke I've ever made. For our memories, we're using, is my PC about to crash? You know, cooldown bits. We're using Tactician, Quake Strike, Gambler, Apotheosis, and Crescendo. Yeah, that looks about good. We're not using the Colossal Titan. There we go. Yeah, that's the full build. Let me unlock this, because why not? That's the build. Now, with this Flame Rhapsody thing, you need to have at least a Reiss and... yeah, just a Reiss. You just need to have a Reiss buffer in the lobby with you that can throw up 2 flares, order command, and they need to have Font of Inspiration and Peerless Commander. So I did in fact find a way for Leonhart to solo. Don't mind me, I just woke up like 2 hours ago. It's currently 8:40 AM. But let me show you guys that. Alright, so the build is the same. I will be using Oddball just so you know, this is like fully a sensational build, you know what I'm saying? Sorry if I'm speaking a bit quietly, I did just wake up. What was that? Woke up, yeah. I had, for breakfast, there was no bread, so there was a wrap. Just something in my mouth. There was a wrap, right? So I had it with some peanut butter, right? Some sauerkraut. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know that. I think it's like fermented cabbage or something. Some honey, some eggs, and then with a side of hot chocolate, and yeah, that's it. It sounds very strange. But let me tell you, it's peak. It is the peakest. Anyways, for this method, you just wanna pop your buffs and shift. You have to make sure your buffs are popped for this to work. I don't have my auto clicker on. Are we gonna retake this? We might just have to. And then you hit, and now it's just crits. Let me check. Let me retake this and pop an auto clicker, because I'm not about to be clicking for my life. Hold on. I think that should be good. I'll just finish this volley. As you can see, I'm not hitting crits because I had the black flare on. I didn't have the flares on. Let me retake that, because it buns up the game. How do I keep fumbling when I get the skin on it? So that's how it looks with the Leonhart solo. For each person, for each shifter, you might want to go out and replenish your replenish your flares on him, because flares are massive, you know. And then for the last Andy, you can just take care of him solo. If that's how you do it with Leonharts, that's the method. But yeah, there you go. Now we're hitting 1,000,000 damage in an M1. That's like the highest we went. Sensational. Yeah, now where should we test this? I guess the Attack Titan raid. See how we're doing there. Something boring because I don't want the boulder to cause any problems. And yeah, we have the whole gang here, the whole squad, to help us with buffs. Yeah, let us begin. Let us begin. Once this, you know, loads. So microphone, how have you been? Yeah, very nice and colorful. What have I just made you blue? Alright, I'm doing. Let me lock in. So first of all, I'm going to be changing gear shift because I have way too many buffs on right now. Here we go. Shifting. Sensational. I don't have any skins on. It is top 10 fumbles, but it's fine. Oh, what mimicry am I using? I hope I'm using Aaron's. Anyways, Roar doesn't really matter anymore. I should have put on Fury Forge, to be honest with you, instead of cooldown Blitz. That's actually that's gonna do a big deal to my damage. Whatever. Oh, there's a new person. So, higher than my days on quick. You can use whatever moves you want. Why am I actually so fast? Jeez. Wait, let me get my auto clicker because I'm not clicking all this by myself. Any day now. That works. 1,000,000 starter damage, yo! Wait, I'm starting off with 1,000,000 damage. Hold on, I'm going too quick for this. Okay, so can I keep my Crimson Bloom when he roars, or like, since I have to, okay, no, it reset, okay. I think I played that wrong though with the knockback. 800, 900, 1.4 mil. Okay, let's see if I keep it here, because it lasts 3 seconds longer with the scars. I do keep my Crimson Bloom. Okay, I just lost it there somehow. That's fine. I think I'm too fast. Alright, this time I'm gonna put on Oddball and Nightmare, why not? Just so I can see how much I can stack up, because with Simple he has too little HP, and that is the wrong raid. And that is also the wrong raid. Should I do Colossal actually? You know what? Colossal might not be the play for this. We could try Armored. No, he's an iframes merchant. I think Attack Titan Oddball is probably best bet. Yeah, he has iframes while he's doing his moves. Hey, I'm quick. What are we doing here, bro? Nah, this is actually peak. Trackstar. How much do my moves do? 7,000,000 damage. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Alright, we are on the attack raid. Let's see what we can do. Is hardening on? Yeah, it is cool. Eyes, nice. 500k starting off. 1,000,000, 1.6. Oh, I haven't adapted yet. Okay, it's fine. 1.7. Could I break 2,000,000? 2,000,000 per M1. Yo! 2.2. 2.24. If it's wraps. It's actually over this. 2.3 million. Incredible. Like, it's actually incredible. Iframes went berserk. Oh, I'm gonna lose my Crimson Bloom here. Did I? I think I did. I can't tell. He's roaring anyways. 2.3 million damage. Sensational. Like for a regular build, I'll be alright. Right? For female M1s on Leonhart, that's just crazy. Like, it's actually crazy. Now, on to Fritz. I just want to say, we did 125 million in about 30 seconds. Incredible. Now, on to Fritz. This is the one that's gonna blow your socks off, alright? Defense perk, I mean, I guess it's useful. Not really, but I mean, it is what it is. Founder's Order, that's gonna be big now. I will show you a solo version with this. And I will actually be using Chaos in that solo version. As well as Pride Flare, etc, etc. You know how it is by now. Yeah. Alright, so the build is Helos Commander, Font of Inspiration, Immortal, Adaptation, Flame Rhapsody, and Eviscerate. No Art of War, no Founder's Blessing. Artifacts are the same, these are the same. Actually, wasn't I gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna change in Fury Forge for... Okay, in your case, change Fury Forge for Gambler. I'm keeping Gambler for YouTube purposes, so I can show you the absolute maximum damage possible. But yeah, in your case, use Fury Forge instead of Gambler. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, for this build and all my builds that are gonna come out, use the damage side, not the crit side, even though we're doing crit builds. But yeah, should I use perks? Not perks. Should I use am I lost? Swords is Thunder Spears. I'm gonna use swords. I feel like I want to use swords, you know. In that case, don't do what I'm doing, by the way. I'm gonna use Overslash just because I can't be bothered to kill them all one by one. Wait, shouldn't I just do the Annie raid? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna use Oddball so we can see the maximum damage we can do. Yeah, that's those only mods I'm doing. Do a solo real quick. These guys joined quickly, bro. On like I clicked make. These guys are actually soldiers. Like, this is sensational performance, bro. I make the lobby immediately. 3 people in it. I say let me solo real quick. Immediately, just me. Absolute goats, bro. Genuinely just goats. Shout out all 3 of y'all. Now, let us begin. We have to do the cutscene thing because obviously we're shifting, which is unfortunate. I keep checking if I'm recording. You always see me do that in videos. I know you do. I know you notice. I always have to check if I'm recording, and I'm so paranoid about it. Cause like there's always 1 or 2 times where I just forget I've paused my recording and I just lose a bunch of footage, and it's so annoying. And I don't like recording things twice because I just don't like it, you know. Anyways, why is Annie so quickly? Pop this. Incredible. Pop Roar. Pop Hardening, she glitched. I think so. 1 million already. Yeah. Solo, by the way. Solo. Yeah, I just want to let you know this is a solo build. Whoa. Like, do I even need to say anymore? I don't think I do. Let's run that back again. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. That and genuinely like 5 seconds, 5-10 seconds. That's just me and the server, by the way. This is true solo. I just like, that's so unbelievable. I have to show proof for that. You know, I forgot to say this is with Oddball. This is with Oddball, bro. What are we doing? This perk is so overpowered. Oh my days. Now, this crazy build with every single buff. I mean, like, it's too much. It's gonna be too much. I have Oddball on, of course, so we can do as much damage as possible, but I fear it's still gonna be too quick. You saw how we shredded Annie. The days is something crazy. You know what? I'm actually kind of curious how much my skills do, so I'm gonna check that first. Alright. Buffs are coming on. You can see them. And then let's start with grapple. If that even works, it doesn't. Fair enough. 8 million damage for that. Incredible. Now then, sorry, I'm winning. I feel like when we have all the buffs, I get too fast to a point where like I just start missing. But even though I'm lagging, you're hitting some crazy damage. I just gotta predict where he's gonna be and start swinging there. I just saw 2.5 mil. Oh, he's gone berserk, okay. As long as I keep swinging, I should keep my stack. 2.7, 2.8 mil. Okay, now my stack's gonna be gone. For sure. Yeah, he's pushing me. And my stack's gone. But I can always hit a 9 million hit. What's my crit do? 1.5 mil. What's my roar do actually? Can't pick it up there. That's alright. But now I can use grapple actually. $2 million, I think that was. I couldn't really see it. But yeah. Basically, the build's cooked. Like, it's cooked as in they're gonna ban this thing. They're about to ban it. They're gonna ban me, bro. They're gonna be banning me for making these builds. Anyways, that is the Fritz / Leonhart best female shifter build in the game right now. I mean, you saw how it was. There's no denying that. Yeah. In a bit. I hope you guys, leaderboard players use these builds, by the way. If you do, just know I was the pioneer. I just know, like, oh yeah. If you get a little third eye or a slide in my way, you know. I made every single build now. Wait. Ackermann, Shiki, Arlert, Reiss, Leonhart, Fritz. Yeah, I think I have. So this is how many? 1, 2, 3. So I've made 4 build videos today. And I have... Alright, so I have a lot of videos to edit. That's good then. I'm making 4 videos in a day is actually kind of nice. I don't have to record for a while. On the first video, bed was alright because I'm sleeping here for a month, and it's completely messed up. I'm not gonna like crop it out or anything. I can't be bothered, but yeah, I just have to acknowledge it. How long is the video? 22 minutes. I might put like the me shredding honey at the start of the video for like retention spans and stuff. Time's it 8:20. I need to go to sleep soon. About 40 minutes till bedtime. I don't have a designated bedtime. It's self-imposed, by the way. I just have to let that. I have to make sure that's known. It's self-imposed. Yeah. Anyways. My days, I can't reach it. Oh, my days, I haven't plugged anything for the past like 5 videos. Subscribe, follow my Twitch, follow my TikTok, become a member. I can't bother to think of anymore. As you can see, 1 minute and 11 seconds, Duo and Reiss. What? Fritz and Helos combination. If you want a cheaper one, because I can already see you clicking off the video after hearing Fritz and Helos, I do have another video. Watch this one before you watch that one, of course. Duoing with Leonhart and Reiss, and you get 1 minute and 24 times. That's low speed up. You can definitely get lower. But now we're doing the female Titan raid with Helos and Fritz. We're gonna see how fast we can get it. Then I'm gonna show you the builds, and it's just sensational. So this is another crit build for both Helos and Fritz. right? The main appeal is the Flame Rhapsody crit damage multiplier and the Helos upkeeping Black Flare and Red Flare while also being able to do damage to support us, you know. And then the Fritz is the main damage dealer who just fully focuses on damage. And yeah, so we can do this raid, show you how it works, and then I'm going to show you how you can do this with Fritz and Shiki as well. Just in case you have Fritz but you don't have Helos, you know, Shiki also does work. So yeah, let us do this real quick. So you pop out. Fritz actually has to use Order Rage immediately. Shift. We're already stunned. Sensational work from the Helos right there. You might want to get a... Whoa. That... Okay, this might be quicker than 1 minute 11 seconds right here. Come on. Ooh. Oh my days, wait. Hold on, there's like equal damage as well. This is sensational, bro. Let's see. Final stretch, I don't have any skills, but it's fine. Come on. How much damage is that? How fast is that even? That's gotta be like a record or something, bro. Oh my days, that was quick. So, you saw how we did it. Just copy my movements. You're copying my build anyway, so I don't think that's gonna be too hard to copy my movements. How quick was that? 1 minute 10 seconds. That felt quicker than the last one, like a lot quicker than the last one. Anyways, let me go to the lobby, show you guys the build, and then I'm gonna show you guys the Helos / Shiki build because you can't do this on Shiki too. By the way, thank you to Teto for more or less sponsoring this video. I can't do without you, so thank you. Thank you very much. Now, the build is as follows. For the Fritz build, obviously I have Fritz, so I'm going to be using that first. Female Titan, yeah, we're using the attack mimicry, not the Colossal. I've seen the Colossal going around, but for this build we're using the attack mimicry. For our memories, Tactician, Fury Forge, Apotheosis, Crescendo, and Gambler. If you think there's something better that you could use, you can go ahead and use that. I just like this lineup, you know. For our artifacts, Female Scars with full crit damage. Right, these are some really good scars actually. And Crystal Necklace with full crit damage as well. This isn't the best one, but it works. For perks, Adaptation and Immortal. For our support, we have Font of Inspiration and Peerless Commander. Font of Inspiration and Peerless Commander are pretty essential. Adaptation as well. And what's more essential, our core perk, our offense perk, Eviscerate, and our core perk, Flame Rhapsody. I've explained this a lot, so I'm just gonna do it really quick. Crit damage is increased by 2.3 times. Times, not 230%. That makes a difference. Meaning that this Flame Rhapsody is actually giving us, if I click it, 115% plus crit damage, right? Instead of 50%, because it's being multiplied by 2.3 times. That goes for all of our sources, like artifacts. This is not giving me 30% plus crit damage. It's giving me 60%. Well, 70 because 2.3 times, but you get on what I'm trying to say, which is why our crit damage is whopping 433%. Now, I'm talking so quickly for some reason. Crit chance is capped at 12.5%. A lot of you guys see this, you'd be thinking, how did I just hit crits that whole raid? Basically, look, this affects things that happen before the game starts, so your main stats, which is also the reason why we're not using Black Flash. Black Flash gives extra crit damage per speed, but speed happens after the game starts, right? Now, before the game starts, here's our crit chance, 12.5%. As you can see, it is capped. It is capped, but once the game starts, you can use your flares, which actually makes them more vulnerable to crits as well as just regular damage. So you can use your flares to drive up your crit chance. You can use, what is it? The Fritz buff to drive up your crit chance, and the Helos buff to drive up your crit chance even more, which is why Font of Inspiration and Peerless Commander are inexpendable. Now, did I explain Flame Rhapsody well enough there? I think I did. And that should be full build. Oh yeah. Right side support, left side damage, left side defense. That's it, right? Yeah, I'm using blades. You can use whatever you want. It doesn't actually matter at all. I'm using blades to get like the skin. Now, for our Helos slash Shiki build, equip this real quick. So, Titan literally doesn't matter. Memories, Crescendo, Omni range does matter. Tactician, yeah. Supernova, Apotheosis. If I were you, I would put after images instead of Apotheosis. I just don't have Apotheosis. Actually, you could do this without Omni range as well. And my partner actually doesn't have Omni range, so I made like a bit of a workaround. Now, artifacts, crit damage by corn, crit damage necklace. My partner only had Thunder Spear damage, which goes to show you how much potential this build has. We could have done like sub 1 minute maybe. That's a lot of legendary perks. So for our perks, for Shiki, you want Flame Rhapsody, Eviscerate, that's all the same. Defense doesn't matter. You want Peerless Commander as your other core, and you want your Font of Inspiration as your support. I don't have that on for some reason. There we go. For Helos, Font of Inspiration, Peerless Commander, and your extra offense, you want Kengo, right? Kengo for your extra offense for Helos. Skill tree, exact same. For Helos moves, right? I'll show you the Shiki moves first. For Shiki move, Black Flare, Order Rage, Red Flare, whatever skill you want, and Rage mode. For Helos, you want Order Revolution on that number 5 slot. Number 4 slot, you want whatever Helos move you want, and then these 3, Rage, Flare, and Black Flare, right? If you do not have Omni range as a Helos, then you can swap Order Rage for your other Helos damage move, and that way all of your moves are map wide anyways, so you're good. If that happens, then the Fritz will use Order Rage instead. That's why I used it. And at the very start, before you shift, pop Order Rage, and the Helos should have it for most of the match, which is just nice damage for Helos, I guess. Now, is there anything I glaze over? Helos will be on whatever they want to be on, right? Like, just as long as you're good at the game. I went over the perks, artifacts, prestige, yeah. I would show the Helos POV, but I don't have Helos, so yeah. I'll show the Shiki POV, but it would just be like a botched one, because yeah. I'll just go into a solo actually. So for the Shiki slash Helos, it's as simple as popping your buffs, but there is something that's not so simple. If you have Order Rage and Order Revolution, make sure that you pop them after the Fritz shifts. That is important, because if you pop them before the Fritz shifts, then they don't get those buffs. Why do I not have Order Rage on equipped? I don't know, man. I don't know. But make sure the Fritz shifts, and then you pop Order Rage and Order Revolution. The flares doesn't matter. Make sure you reapply the flares on every boss, by the way. And yeah, that should be it, right? Yeah. I don't know why I even loaded into this. I wonder if we could have done like sub 1 minute. I feel like it isn't a realm of possibility. We only tried the raid like twice, so there's that. I haven't plugged my things in years. I haven't plugged anything since the dawn of time. Alright. Follow my Twitch. Yeah, I have a Twitch. You're surprised, right? Follow my Twitch. Follow my TikTok. Join my Discord. We do host giveaways pretty frequently actually. There should be one up right now. Yeah, just a random armored serum. Last time was Jaeger and attack serum. There's a Reiss giveaway. Another Reiss, another Jaeger. Colossal Titan full set. Jaeger. Colossal Titan full set again. Anyways, we host giveaways. Twitch, I'm gonna be streaming over the summer, maybe. I wanna play some Nautica, actually. So streaming that would be pretty fun. As long as I get at least 2 viewers. So I don't want to be talking to myself. And what else is there? TikTok, Twitch, subscribe, obviously. Yeah, subscribe. Like the video, hype the video, and share the video. So that's them, all done. Oh, become a member. Yeah, that's all up to you though. A member does cost money, so I'm not gonna be like, please, you get me? I'm not gonna beg for that. It's subscribe though. I think that's it. Yeah, so this video right here, do I need visuals? This video right here is the cheaper version with Leonhart and Reiss. You can still get raids done in 1 minute 24 seconds. And right there, that's the subscribe button. Click it, you know how it is. I'll see you on the next one. You can click the video now. You can click this. Yeah. Listen, no intro, no fluff. 1 minute 24 seconds duo raid, Leonhart and Reiss. Cheapest you're ever gonna get. Cheapest for this type of time. Sensational, right? I know y'all have been looking for that y'all have been looking for that duo build. Play with your friend, you know, everyone's running out these solo builds, no one doing duo. I'm doing duo now. So basically it's my Leonhart build with a few modifications and my same Reiss build with a few modifications. I'll show you the modifications after I show you the build itself, how it works, and then I'm going to show you the Reiss part. Right now I'm doing the Leonhart bit. You have to do this cutscene for shifting, right? So it's a female build and I'm going to just let the clip play for itself. Not the clip because I'm currently recording, you know, I'm about to click deep. So here you go, pretty basic. Oh yeah, left up 0.3% health. Pretty basic, just run around and hit it. Just like, yeah, it's a female Titan build, there's not much else to say about that. You can hit your moves occasionally. The goal of the Reiss is obviously to, okay, we are getting such bad RNG, is obviously to support and also to take care of the limbs, just so it stuns. Like that. We have Crescendo on this build, so we'll do more damage then. Alright. That's right. You know, I did fumble a lot. We might just have to retake this. Watch this fumble as well. Oh, I hit it. 7 million damage. That's what I like. Once you get to Crimson Bloom stacks, the next hit on the boss is just sensational. Anyways, let's see how long this took. Seeing as I did fumble. And they keep going to, I guess it's just a skill issue on our part, to be honest. But let's see how long that took. That one took 136. So you can see how it can get to 124, how we got 124 before. And yeah, we can probably go 120, maybe a bit less. But now I owe you the build. Let me show you the build. Bro, I was about to start talking and I felt like a burp coming. I felt a burp coming, yeah. Like you saw me, I was about to go like, let's start talking. Just show them the build, bro. So it's a Leonhart build. I don't think I have to show it to you to prove it to you at this point, but there you go. 2 Leonharts. I had one before. So it's a Leonhart build. We are using blade spheres. It doesn't matter. I'm using blade so I can get the sword skin. Actually, I did get the sword skin pretty recently. Where is it? Cosmetics, right? Yeah, here we go. Duex Machina Machine Blade. Duex Machina Blade. It kind of looks like the Onikiri one. In like, not in design, but more in color. You know, you could use them interchangeably. I still like the Onikiri one. Anyways, let's get the build, right? So it's pretty similar to the one I showed you in the last episode. If you watched that one, not the last episode, but you know the one I'm talking about. If you watched it. So damage side skill tree, support side, cooldown side support tree, and tank side defense tree. For your perks, you want eviscerate, crit damage, whatever support. It doesn't matter because support roll goes over to the Reiss. I'll show you that build after. So yeah, support, just whatever you want. For your defense, you need adaptation. And for your core, you want Flame Rhapsody. Now, I'm gonna explain this once. I'm gonna run through it quickly because I explain this almost every video. Crit damage is increased by 2.3 times. Multiplicative, that's why we're using Eviscerate and not Black Flash, because it applies before the game starts, not after the game. Black Flash effects apply after the game starts. So crit chance is capped to 12.5%. Now, as I was saying, this applies before the game starts, not after the game's in motion. Henceforth, this is 12.5% crit chance before the game starts. As we load into the game, that crit chance is still 12.5%, but it is subject to change. You can use the Reiss buff and the 2 flares to increase that back up to 100%, which is exactly why I was hitting all of those crits when I was showcasing the build. And the 2.3 times crit damage is just busted, absolutely busted. It makes Eviscerate actually give you 100% plus crit damage instead of 50. Now, artifacts, female scars, full crit damage. This is actually really good scars, and thank you to whoever gave this to me. Right, crystal necklace, full crit damage. I don't have crit damage on the bottom, but should I gamble? No, I'm not rich enough for that. And for your memories, now this is where there's a lot of discrepancy from the original build. So we have Fury Forge, Apotheosis, Gambler. If you have something else you might want, you can swap it out. I can't really see anything else being used except for Gambler, but I mean, yeah, so Fury Forge, Apotheosis, Gambler, Crescendo, and Cooldown. It's the only one that's absolutely necessary is Apotheosis. Everything else can be changed. Quick Strike, we're not going to be getting kills in female. Tactician, we're not going to be using any buffs. Supernova, I'm not even using spears. Omni Range, whatever, Overslash, whatever, Gem Fiend, whatever. Now, we're using Attack Titan Mimicry. I have seen a few Colossal type Mimicry, so I just want to make sure you guys know I'm using Attack Titan Mimicry, the Sidekick, and the Roundhouse Kick, wherever it is. This one, yeah. And that is the Leonhart build. Now, oh, I should have made a Reiss loadout instead of a Leonhart loadout. Whatever. Now, let's get into the Reiss build. Where are we? Reiss. Right here I have Shiki. Oh, I love Shiki, bro. Anyways. That's like a running. Hey, if you're in the comments right now, you know who I am. You know I'm talking about you, bro. Lap me up. Anyways. For Reiss, it's the exact same skill tree, right? Let me actually unlock the skills before I forget. Sport perk, conquer. So, your skills are now important. For Leonhart, I forgot to mention skills, shifting. That's all you need. Order command, right? Slot 5, wherever you want to put it. You need red flare, which I already have. You need black flare, which I already have. You need order rage, which I already have. I want to swap their positions. No, I always have it like this. And for your 4th slot, you want a damage perk. A damage. I forgot to mention we're using spears. You have to use spears on Reiss, unless you're cracked ODM. But you should just use spears. You're using double shot if you're using spears. Revolving Pierce is good, but double shot, lower cooldown, more damage, right? And you're not going to run out of spears, I think. Perks. Perks is essentially the same. Eviscerate, Flame Rhapsody. Now, support, you want Font of Inspiration. Must have. You have to have this. Your 2nd support, Peerless Commander, another must have. Remember, Leonhart is going to be buns without you. Reiss, you're pulling the strings here. For your defense, just like, I don't know, man, put whatever. I'm going to put Invincible because I hate injuries. So, there you go. So you have Flame Rhapsody, Eviscerate, ready to 2 perks. Now, artifacts. Slightly different, pretty much the same. Feathered Bicorn with crit damage. ODM damage works as well. You're not going to be thinking too much about damage on the Reiss build, though it does actually double as a damage build. I think you can get upwards of 3 million per Revolving Pierce with this. And yeah, just Crystal Necklace with crit damage as well. Don't worry about skill cooldown reduction, because flares have really low cooldown anyways. That should be it. No, that's not it. Memories. Now, this is where we get vastly different. Tactician, must have, right? There's another one of the ones that you have to have it. I'll swap it for actually don't even know. Apotheosis, Fury Forge. I'm gonna be max HP a lot. So you need Tactician, you need Omni Range. Another must have, you are the support after all. Bun Gambler. I hate Gambler. Oh, I need it for YouTube though. Now, another thing you need is... What is this? Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one. Another thing you need is... Yeah, that's it. Okay. So there's your lineup. Crescendo, cooldown blitz. Cooldown blitz above Gambler in this scenario, right? Just because you're the support. Omni-range Tactician, non-negotiable, you have to have them. Apotheosis, whatever, 12.5% extra damage, nice. Gambler gives less extra damage, but I'm gonna use it for the sake of the video so I can get, you know, more damage and like clickbait and stuff. In your case, use Apotheosis instead of Gambler. Crescendo you have to have as well. Well, you don't have to have it, but it's better than Gambler and Apotheosis, so you should have it. That should be the Reiss build. Shifting, just use whatever shift you want. It really doesn't matter as long as you don't use Colossal. Yeah. And now, oh wait, I need him to have the Leonhart build. I don't. To be honest, it doesn't really make a difference. So let me show you the Reiss POV. Back, I was running errands, you could say. Now I'm hungry. Comment down below what I should eat. The next day I'm gonna eat that. So obviously I can't respond to you right now. So comment down, right? Oh my days, I just had a bang idea. I should like cook whatever the top comment says or something. And the fact that I'm saying this now means I have to do it. Like, this is an idea I would have, and I would say, I'm not doing that, right? Like, I'd be like, oh my days, let's do this, right? And the day would come, and I'm just gonna say I'm not bothered. But if I say it on camera, I have to be bothered. Why? Because I can't just leave y'all hanging. I'm a man of my word. So if I say here, top comment, I cook whatever the top comment says, I have to do it. Because it's in here, it's in writing, bro. There's a verbal agreement right here. Sensational. Absolutely sensational. Oh, I stalled enough. My man's is here. Fling, thank you so much. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, bro. Thank you. He is the Reiss, and now he is filling in for the shifter role, so I can showcase the Reiss role. Sensational. Absolutely sensational. And also, actually, that's for next video. Anyways, Reiss can skip this if he wants. Doesn't really make a difference because you have to wait before you can use your buffs and stuff anyways. So yeah, that's you know, I didn't realize how how dense this place was, because when the female titan spawns, she just destroys all of it, right? Like up until maybe this house right here is destroyed. See, immediately it's just leveled, so you don't realize just how much, you know, how much is there. By the way, wait for them to completely pop before you use Order Rage and Order Command, because if you didn't know, let me actually get to crippling. If you didn't know, 1.4 million damage in a single hit. This Reiss build is... No, I used it once for the showcase, but that was about it. So I didn't actually see its potential. Anyways, the moment the new Titan comes, make sure you pop your flares and blind it. 1.4 mil. Let's see how much I do here. Iframes, bro. Nice one, Aaron. Nice one. Iframes merchant. I have some pretty good conservation chance as well. I don't know if that's from Order Command or what. But as you can see, I was heavily slacking. I decided to just stay in the air for half the time. By the way, I still think we'll get a pretty good nice time. Okay, that didn't want tap to light, unfortunately. Doesn't matter. Now, let's see what we got. Must have... Oh, my days, I didn't even get enough credit. Nice one. 1 minute 19 seconds. Sensational. Let me redo that and actually lock in so you guys know you can get to credit with Reiss. Because I know a lot of you guys just said, wait, this guy's lying to me. I can't get credit. Someone on my door. Give me a minute. Rodorimashita. I've returned. Is that right? Watashi ga kita. Anyways. Let's do that, and I'm actually lock in and get my percent, you know. Flares. Oh, you must have missed one or two. Okay, I hit order rage at the wrong time. It's fine. Yeah, 3 million damage. I already have 7.9%. So yeah, getting your 5% is easy. I was just bad before. As you can see, I literally got in one spear. So sensational. How much percent do I have? 14.5. One double shot. Close to 20. Yeah, so don't worry about getting your 5%. Not conquer too nice. So my days, that's actually kind of crazy. With Shiki. Hey. Oh, wait. I not see. Pretend I'm Shiki, yeah. What are you doing? Evening the odds. I didn't plan any of that. I had no idea how I was going to do that. But it's done. Alright, either way, today we're evening the odds, and we are making a Shiki build comparable to the meta Helos builds. How? You should know this by now. Alright, that last video I made, the Helos build, I used Flame Rhapsody, and we're going to be doing that again. Don't mind the fact that half my perks are legendary. 4/5 even. That's just how it is. So let me show you guys the build. So it's obviously Shiki, right? And we are using Flame Rhapsody as our core. That's the main thing. Defense, I'm using Invincible. I kind of just wound up with it. There's no reason I'm using Invincible. You can use whatever. It's just pretty useful to me. Convenient, you know. For our offense, we're using Eviscerate. For our family slot, we are using Peerless Commander, which tells you you can do this with Reiss too, right? For your family slot, for your, what's last? That's it, I just covered everything. Oh yeah, support slot, Font of Inspiration. Now, for your skills, want to go with Rage Mode, Order of Rage, Black Flare, Red Flare, and whatever else you want. I'm using Lethal Tempo. I'm actually going to swap that, let it rip. Now, artifacts, Bicorn with damage, Crystal with crit damage. I don't actually have crit damage on the other side of this crystal. You know what, let me ask if anyone does. Alright, just to get better. For our memories, by the way, this is a Blades build. If you want to do Thunder Spears, it's the exact same thing. Just swap the middle skill, and with Revolving Pierce it does 5 million damage, so just keep that in mind. I will be So for your memories, you want Tactician, Quake Strike, Crescendo, Gambler, and Apotheosis. Quake Strike can be swapped. Gambler should be swapped. I'm only using it for, you know, the YouTube thing. We've been over this. Serum doesn't matter. Yeah, that is the build. So it relies on crit damage. And yeah, that's it. Let me show you the crit stats actually. So we have 358% crit damage, 12.5% crit chance, and 147,000 damage. But don't worry, we are only going to be hitting crits. Now, let me show you a solo variant. This is going to be a pretty quick showcase, right? And then we're going to go into the lobby with all of the people. Fritz, the Helos, the Reiss buffers, see the maximum damage we can do, and at that point, it's gonna be crazy. I'll tell you that much. Now then, let's see what we can do. You don't want to skip this cutscene because you need your rage mode bar to fill up. Pop flares. Another one. Order rage. Before I go with rage mode, I'm just gonna take out the iron. There we go. Pop rage mode and get slicing, I guess. Get slicing. Okay, I'm so bad at this game. Either way, I'm gonna base this off my skill. We're gonna base this off the damage. So there we go, 1.4 million damage, 1.7 million damage on ODM. That is comparable to the Helos builds. That's how you need to know. That's actually all you need to know. 1.7 million damage, same as Helos builds. How are you getting so many? You know what? Doesn't matter. Getting the same damage as the Helos builds, which just immediately puts this comparable to Helos builds. Self-explanatory, you know. And yeah, now onto the showcase with every buff, every single thing under the sun. Right here, this is your proof that this is already comparable to Helos build, bro. It's insane. It's actually insane. Yeah, okay. Time to just end it, I guess. Should I just leave? Can't be bothered. Alright, we're back in lobby. Going to put on overslash for this. I could use spears. It would probably do better for the video. Yeah, you know, I will use spears just so I can have a thing in the thumbnail, you know, showing 25 million damage or whatever. You know, I'm a YouTuber at heart. Speaking of that, subscribe. So I'm going to be using revolving spears. That is unchanging. So now you know you can use spears and swords. By the way, if this build and Helos build before this helped you, subscribe, like, follow my Twitch, which I made. I'm not gonna stream for like 2 months, but follow it anyways. Follow my TikTok, become a member. I think that's it. Like the video, etc. I'm gonna put on boring and simple because I have bothered to deal with the boats. Simple does not increase my damage, it simply decreases the Titan's health, so don't worry about that. So first thing I need to do is get my bar up for rage mode, though I feel like I'm gonna have a bit too much speed. Because I mean, look at this. Can't I? I can change my speed and settings, I'm pretty sure. Which conveniently is right here now. It should be here. Gear shift, yeah. 294 seems good. Okay, that's actually really nice. Alright, so I'm just gonna take care of the boats. I want to get my Quake Strike because I have 15. I'm gonna get my Quake Strike up and then, yeah. Alright, here we go. It's on lag, it's charging, but I mean, what can you do? So, I'm gonna get my rage mode ready. They're gonna take care of the leg. Gambler better work well. You know, that's all I'm gonna say. So how much should we get here? I don't know how much my average was. I'll check in the recording. But it seems I can get on 3.3 to about 4 million. Ooh. How did I not waste a single spear in that whole barrage? Okay, so there's another spear. 7.6 million damage with Shiki. Oh my days. 3.7. And it's conserved. Ooh. Is that 5 million with a regular spear? 4 million? That could have been 5 million with a regular spear. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I'm gonna wait for the next stun. and use this last revolving Pierce. My days, that's actually kind of crazy. With Shiki. Next I think I'm gonna test what you call them? Alerts, the Colossal type nuke, to get a crit on that. And then post alerts, I think I might do an Ackermann build. A Reiss build would actually work with this, surprisingly enough. Like Reiss would be one of the good options. My rage mode is about to run out. This guy, you know what? I'll just hit him like this. 3,000 damage, nice one. Why am I not losing any spears? I mean, I'm not complaining, but like, it's kind of crazy, isn't it? Please save this one too, thank you. It's at 4.6 million. I think we hit a 5 million earlier then on a regular attack. That's more than the Helos build, right? I guess because I've rage mode and all. Damn, that's actually kind of crazy. 7.6 million on the Shiki. Should I do Ackermann as well in the same video? How long is this video? 11 minutes. I think I'm gonna do Ackermann as well. Alright, Ackermann or Shiki Shiki did get a buff, so I can't just use Shiki and say I'm using Ackermann. So I will actually equip Ackermann this time. And the only thing about this is that I no longer have the Pierce commander. It's good that I'm doing it in a group then, so other people can buff. I will keep using the spears. My extra offense, I'm going with Kengo. You might think mutilate, but at this point we have so much crit damage to the chance that, or to the point where Kengo is more useful, I guess. Eviscerate, Flame Rhapsody, all this is the same. Font of Inspiration. Yeah. You know what? I'm actually gonna use Explosive instead, just because they're buffing anyways, so I have no point using Inspiration. If you're solo, use Font of Inspiration. Artifacts, Prestige, all the same, everything the same. Blah blah blah. Now then. This guy's getting tagged. You should help me get Shiki. Shiki? I don't know what Shiki is. I'm using Ackermann, bro. Either way, this is the wrong raid. That's also the wrong raid. I'm gonna use Simple and Boring again, because I can't be bothered to deal with the boats. That's just a hassle, you know. Alright, here we are. Is this recording? Sensational. Now, I'm already very fast. I haven't even popped any buffs. So I'm not going to pop any buffs at all, because I don't have Peerless or whatever. Oh, my Rage Mode bar is red. I actually don't think I've ever used Ackermann, if I'm going to be completely real with you guys. I have 100% Conservation stance for some reason. Sensational. Oh, wait. I have knockback now. Oh, this is why I don't like Ackermann. This is why Shiki is the best. Just the best, really. But yeah. Oh, they're already taking care of the shield. Sensational. I'm gonna just protect these boats a bit longer. I think we should be good. What are we at? 90%. I don't think I need to use a single spear. I will for a quick strike though. My streak is 51. I'll get to like 60 streak maybe. I'll kill these guys. Alright. Quick strike should be good. Everything else should be good. Now we chop again. Was there no cutscene this time? There wasn't. Unless, no, I'm tweaking. Have to wait for him to get mashed. Get his leg gone. They're gonna get his leg gone. Or his eyes gone. I use Rage Mode. I revolve my Pierce. Hope for a good gambler. Last time I got 7.6 million. I probably could have gone 8 to 9. To be honest. Oh, that's eyes. Nice. Yeah, I probably could have gone like 8 to 9 on that Pierce with a better gambler. I don't think that was the best gambler. Seeing as my not Conquer too nice. Oh, his shield wasn't gone. I don't know how much damage that did. By the way, we're doing 4 million here. So I assume Pierce would be doing like 9, 10 million. If I can hit it. I need my cooldowns gone. Does anyone have courage catalyst, I wonder? Seems like they might. You better not. Okay, 4,000 damage, come on, man. Okay. So, it's a bit hard to see the damage on this a lot of titans. So I'm hitting at least consistent 4 millions. Okay, that wasn't 4 million, but you get me. It's at 5.5 million on a regular spear. His armor's gone. I could probably hit like 6 million on a regular spear if the stars align, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I guess I'll just have to see though. Oh, that's size, nice. Someone take it out, please. Thank you. 8.8 million. Yeah, so for Shiki, I think we could have gone 9 to 10 million. My days is crazy. So yeah, these Ackermann and Shiki builds are rivaling Helos. Like, it's genuinely crazy. You know? Now, should I do it with Reiss as well? Should I push it? What I even call the video? Because I was gonna call it, I made a Shiki build to rival Helos. But like, if I put in Reiss there as well, it's not gonna work. Okay, I'm gonna end this video. Gonna make a new video. Call it Reiss. Call it a nice one. And then I'm going to make an alert build that can do potentially, I haven't tested it yet, but 100 million damage in one hit. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Right, okay, what? Homeowner no. Oh, okay. I don't know, man. I'm making a Reiss build to rival Helos build that I made earlier. You know, the one that did 13 million damage in one hit. It's not gonna rival that, but it's gonna rival the current Helos meta build. Which is technically mine, because mine's the best. No, okay, it's fine. I'm making a Reiss build. I'm gonna try and do at least 5 million damage on one hit. On Reiss, that is respectable. That is very respectable. Now, for the build, we are going to be running every single support and Conquer 2. So we're going to do a solo one first, checking it out on the female Titan raid, and with ODM, because that's the current Helos meta, they do about 1.5 to 2.5 million damage on the Helos meta, I'm pretty sure. So that's the damage that I'm aiming for. And if I can get that much damage, then I can probably say that I have surpassed Helos meta with Reiss, you know? So it's gonna be sensational. Let me show you guys the build. So, on font, and why on earth do I have explosive on? So sorry about the noise in the back, by the way. I don't know what's going on. Should I wait for that to pass before I keep recording? I can't be bothered. So, okay, now. I think it's stopped. So, perks. Peerless Commander as support. For our family support, we're using Font of Inspiration. For our offense, we're using Eviscerate, Core, Flame Rhapsody. That's the main thing, do not skip that. And for our defense, I'm using Invincible. It's just kind of useful, to be honest. It's like, it's just nice to have, you know. Artifacts, Bicorn with damage, Crystal Necklace with crit damage. Actually, you know what? I don't have... Wait. Let me ask these guys if they have crystal necklace with crit damage. Now, prestige, which is my voice chat on. Okay, prestige scrolls, apotheosis, gambler, crescendo, quake strike, tactician. Equip any serum you want. It's just used for apotheosis. I'm using attack serum. I'm not going to be shifting, so. Blades, of course. The next time we're going to be using spears. Oh yeah, and make sure you unlock shifting. Now, that is the build. Let me see if these guys have a necklace. Let me get that crystal necklace. I didn't use that in my Helo. No, I used it in the Helos build. I didn't use it in the Shiki / Ackermann build. That one I posted yesterday. I assume yesterday. I don't know. But I'm posting that before I post this. I posted that video and I got to 9 million damage with Ackermann. Probably could have done 10 with Shiki. I could have done more then, but I mean, it's fine. Whatever. Let me get this done for you guys. I didn't shout out anyone. So first, shout out JDGDV Pro, our beloved one and only channel member. Next, shout out to Ahiru, the one who gave us Helos last time. He is back with another stellar performance, being one of the buffers. And then shout out to Solid for being a buffer, also coming back from the last video, from the Helos video even, and also the last video. Now then, yeah, right here. Are you sure you got enough money for this? You know what? I've been broke on gold for so long. Stop bangings. I feel like whenever I stop talking, it stops. But when I start talking, it starts. Anyways. Alright, here we are. Good thing about this is that we don't actually have to do the cutscene, we can just skip it. So, flare, I'll do Ex Machina. I actually don't get the reference for that, I don't know what it's from. Yeah, flare, command, and... Okay, nice one. Conquer actually does make Titans take more damage, so don't forget to use that. And yeah, 900k, 500k. What are we doing here? Okay, I think I'm actually just really bad. Oh, I know why I'm not doing enough damage. I don't have gear shifts on max, so I'm not getting the maximum speed damage. Yeah, I turned it down last video because I was too quick. Alright, now we can actually start doing stuff. Oh, come on. Give me you. This is like the most annoying raid boss to fight, in my opinion. Now, 1 million, 1.1, 700,000 on the arm, so it doesn't count. 1.3, that's a win. So that's like very bottom of Helos builds, to be honest. But for a race, I mean, this literally is a buffing build. So I'm gonna take whatever I can get, you know. How did you fling me this far? Oh, the flares are gone. Yeah, flares are gone. And I still did 900,000, so that's sensational. Also, I do need to get my apotheosis bar up. That's fine. I don't have Conquer on, but I still should be doing, yeah, a million. Okay, 1.2. Alright. So that's that. I don't care about skin, so I'm just gonna let Aaron kill me. We're doing 1.3, 1.4 million max damage. Lower end is about a million. So that's not actually that bad. That's what, like 1.25 Helos is 1.25 Reiss is a Helos build. I'm taking that as a win. I'm taking that as a massive win. To compare Reiss to Helos, sensational. The only thing is I have way too much defense. Anyways. So now we're gonna do a Thunder Spear build where we can get the maximum damage, and we're gonna have some buffers, which is gonna be nice. And I might even test a Heavenly Restriction. You know what I'm saying? just to be even more sensational, you know? I could have done it with Shiki and Ackermann as well, to be honest. Then I would have lost out on rage mode. I still think it would have been better to have heavy restriction. Yeah. Anyways, I got heavy restriction for this build anyways. So this guy is taking his sweet time, bro. How do I really have that much defense? I literally only have invincible on. Alright, there we go. Now, I feel like my background is, yeah, it's glowing. Alright, wow, stop. Yeah, it's like, look, if it focuses on my hand, on the exposures, there's a lot of sun. Now then, let's lock in, trying to suck in. Alright, here we are. I am going to be using, no, I can't use heavy restriction because I need Flame Rhapsody on. So that's a Shiki only thing. So I can make the Shiki build even better. I might do that at the end of this video. But yeah, let us go into, this video is going to be ruined by that. Anyways, I'm putting these two on. Simple does not increase my damage, it simply decreases their HP. I just can't be bothered to do all that. Oh yeah, let me get Revolving Pierce on. Alright, here goes nothing. We got the full build of people, full squad of people. Gonna see the maximum potential of Reiss with a ton of spears. Yeah, I might even throw an extra segment, do heavy restriction on that Shiki and see just how much we can get. The only thing is I won't be able to use Revolving Pierce, so there's that. There. So Quake Strike now, yeah, I just have to basically just buff myself and all that jazz. I might have to turn down my gear shift again because I am abnormally quick my days. The Helos and the Fritz buff together it's so crazy. Like I'm lagging badly. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we got. Please don't miss, thank you. How are we actually being through? That was like the one perfect setup. Okay, 3 million at a regular hit. Where am I aiming at? 3 million at a regular hit. If I throw a pierce, it's gonna... Oh my days. I hate this game. Whoa, 5 million. That wasn't even on Nape. Okay, so we hit our 5 million mark. Without Crescendo, without Nape. Let's see what we can do with these. This guy, he loves his iframes. I hate Ryder, bro. I actually despise Ryder. Alright, here we go. How much is that? 6.7 million. Sensational. I still think we can go way higher, seeing as we got 300k on a regular. Oh, Conquer was on actually. So yeah, we can definitely get like 7-8 million. But Reiss is crazy, to be honest. And yes, I'm gonna continue to call it Reiss for as long as I live. 7.7 million damage, yeah. Madness, actually madness. With that, the Reiss build's complete. This has been tested and tried and tested, same thing. And next video is an alert build that does 100 million damage in one hit. It's gonna be crazy. If you want to watch the, hold up, 7.2 mil. So there's like consistent 7 mils at this point. これは進み続ける敵を駆逐敵を駆逐するまで Wait, hold on. By the way, we're making a Jaeger build. That's why, yeah. Japanese, mate. And that is why I started with whatever that was. Ore wa suzumi suzukeru. Teku wo kuchiku suru made. Kuchiku suru made. Yeah, so Jaeger, Attack Titan build. We're going with Jaeger, then we do a Fritz build. And then we're going to do the maximum damage we can get. So first, I'm actually going to do Fritz. No, Jaeger's already equipped. I'll do Jaeger first. So skills, pretty similar to our other builds. Thunder Spears, Blades, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want. For Thunder Spears, for your skills anyways, you're going to want to go skill tree side, left side damage, health doesn't matter, and then right side support. You want order, not order rage. You want black flare, red flare, whatever 2 other moves, and shifting. For your perks, pretty simple. You want, hold on, let me actually, did my PC just crash? Bro, I just started recording. Oh no, wait. My PC's here, my mouse is just gone. Come back, bro. I know you can do it. If the keyboard can work, you can work too. One mouse. Thank you. Yo, is this a Roblox issue? Okay, wait, this is a Roblox issue, not my PC. There we go. I just had to scroll. I keep getting like, whatever. For perks, I'm going adaptation for my defense, flame rhapsody for my core, eviscerate for my offense. For my support, I'm going with font of inspiration. And hold on. For my other defense, I'm going with immortal. Solve, invigorate. I'm not going to use either of these. Actually, I'm going to go with invincible. Just in case I get injured. I hate injuries, so I might as well just use this. Now, artifacts. Attack scars. Oh, do I even have crit damage scars? Let's see what we can do here. You want attack scars with crit damage, pure crit damage. No crit chance. I just rolled 14% crit chance. Okay, 13.8% crit chance. That's gonna do for now. Crit damage even. You're good. You're good. You're gonna want obviously higher, so this isn't the max potential of the build. For your other perk for your other artifacts, you don't actually want Crystal Necklace. You want Scorch Cloak. Why? Because you gain 1.1 times burn damage, and Berserk mode on the Attack Titan has burn damage. So equip that. I would like more crit damage on this again, but I don't have enough gold for all that. Prestige, you don't want Crescendo this time. Cooldown Blitz. Just imagine cooldown Blitz is there. You want cooldown Blitz, Tactician, Quake Strike, Apotheosis, and Gambler. If you have something else that you might want, swap it for cooldown Blitz, and something else and swap it for Gambler. I'm on the wrong Titan. Yep, please don't crash PC. Thank you. Attack serum, here we go. And use Onigiri because it looks good. Now, for your skills, you don't want the roar. You want it for Fritz, but not for Jaeger. You want Berserk mode, of course. What we're gonna do with Attack Titan Raid, right? Yeah, so you want eject. And that should be it, right? Stomp. Punch. Mode. What's this? Punch, stomp, hardening, berserk mode, eject. Cool. I feel like the Attack Titan has too many useful skills. Anyways, that should be good. Let me make sure berserk mode actually does give you burn damage. Yeah, so skills performed in berserk mode apply burn damage. That is why the cloak is better than the crystal necklace for this. Now we are ready to showcase the build. I'm going to be doing the Attack Titan because for female we did the female raid, Colossal we did Colossal, Armored we did Armored. Now we're doing the Attack Titan raid. I'm gonna put on Nightmare just so they get to the place quicker. Yeah, that's it. Can't bother to deal with injuries now. Is this recording? It is. Close, please. Please. Thank you. Alright, here we are. Y'all are coming up pretty quickly, bro. Calm down. You just want to defend the boulder. Oh, you know what I've realized? It might not be very easy to defend the boulder. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna shift. Okay, we're not gonna die. How did I lose this much health? What happened? Okay, you know what? How is my speed over here? Okay, I'm so bad at this game. One more hit. I'm gonna shift. Alright. This is what we have checked. Now just protect the boulder. My days are lagging. Okay, you guys can see this lag. What do I do? Alright, that's fine. I just won't lag the next time. I can't use my moves, man. Alright. Let's run that back. Shouldn't be too hard for you guys. You're not lagging. Just shift whenever you can. And yeah. Supporting. Titans, hello. If I blink and the boulder is destroyed, you might just have to hold us this video until another day. Yeah, I blinked and the boulder's gone. Nice. She just bought a new Wi-Fi adapter and this thing doesn't work, man. €10. Come on. I need a new PC so badly. I'm just gonna see it seems fine now, but whenever I load in, it's just, yeah, I'm gonna try again. Let's try. Doesn't work, then I'll reset my PC. If it still doesn't work, I'll do this another day. My day, this is so annoying. You know what? I'm gonna have so many comments being like, oh yeah, you built so bad. Oh, you don't have Nightmare on, you can't even do the raid with Nightmare. Look. By the way, before I get these comments, the reason I can do crits even with flame rhapsody on is because I'm using flares. Now, how long is this video? 11 minutes long and I haven't even done the Fritz build. Hardening. Punch. Stomp. 1.5 mil. I just turned off hardening for some reason. Berserk mode. And also my punch got iframed, so that's that. Punch. 1.5. Stomp. Didn't see it. But the main good thing about this is that we have burn damage. So the maximum damage we're seeing isn't that. Because of that, I actually might put on the necklace for the maximum damage showcase so we can actually see the true max damage, because I don't have to calculate burn damage and all. Just know for this build, you're going to want to go with Fury Forge, actually. I'm just realizing this isn't the Iron Titan anymore. I did Iron Titan 2 minutes ago. But you might actually want to use Fury Forge with this build. Alright. See, now I have to go back in order to make a revision to the build, and it's going to be such a hassle. And I also need... I'd use Cloak for an extra eject because I don't have Peerless and Font. Fritz is going to be so much easier than this. Okay. Let me revise this build, because obviously you can see the flare ran out. If you use Cloak, you get 1 extra shift. I can use that to reapply the flares. What else was I saying? Yo. Fury Forge, yeah, okay. Let me make sure that's done. What's my streak? 2-7. Nothing. Alright. All that just to have to go back to lobby. Oh yeah, Megan. Alright, so we're swapping Crescendo for Fury Forge. And we're swapping Scorch Cloak for Cloak. I don't have the money to be rolling for a good crit damage cloak, so I guess I'll try. I've tried enough. Yeah, that gives you an extra shift, so that's always good. Now we can shift for Boulder phase, we can shift for phase 1 of Aaron, and we can shift for phase 2 of Aaron. So we're good off shifts. We have our scars, right? Yeah, crit damage. Yeah, okay, we should be good. For Fritz, by the way, it's gonna be so much easier. For Fritz, I can't wait to go to Fritz mode. I should have done Fritz first, lucky. Anyways, let us redo it. Yeah, no modifiers at all. Someone joined my lobby. Okay, hold on. Alright, come back and do solo. Alright, so now we have 3 shifts. Sensational. And yeah, we just do the raid. Alright, so eject. There's. I'm gonna take out that leg as well. Shift. Cool. 1 million damage on a Thunder Spear, by the way. And that was capped because, yeah. So 1.8 mil, 500k, non crit, unfortunately. Let's see what another Corkscrew Punch does. I couldn't see. Basically, we're doing good. Alright. About 1 million in M1. If I can hit him, there we go. About 1 million in M1. Sensational. Okay, he's roaring. I'm gonna want to block that. I have to be mindful of my HP now. I've been using adaptation, right? If it ever gets too bad, I'll swap to Immortal. But I think we should be good. Okay, so here we go. Berserk mode's about to run out. His flares are gone. Perfect timing. So we're gonna eject. Flare up. And we're gonna reshift. Cool. This also works for the Leonhart build. In order to get more shifts, I guess. He's just doing some invisible roar there. 1.8 mil, 1 mil. I turned off hardening instead of doing some Berserk for some reason. Do that, do this. Please hit, thank you. Do that. And now he's on Berserk mode. So for Fritz, obviously it'll be a lot easier. I'll show you guys that eventually. So finish this raid. And by the way, if you do run out of shifting or you die before Aaron dies, this is also a Thunder Spear build basically. It doubles as a spear build. So I'm gonna show you guys that now, actually, at the cost of some time. Okay, he's roaring. Nice. Not nice, I mean, but like, you get me. So you can hit a pierce, whatever. Break his arm. See how much damage this does. 800k non-crit. Our crit chance is 400%, so that'll be doing about 300,000, 3 million on a double shot on a shifting build. I mean, that's what I like most about this build. These builds, the Flame Rhapsody builds, that I made it so that you can use whatever, you know. Like for this attack tide build, you can use the Titan, the Thunder Spears, and ODM. So that's 4 minutes with a few blunders, showcasing the things at the end. And yeah, it's time trial, 2 minutes 30, wow. So obviously you'll be quicker with Nightmare, because they run Spolder quicker as well. I'm gonna showcase the Fritz one now, and change up the skills, change up the perks, see how that goes. Alright, so we have an extra offense perk. I'm gonna take Immortal. For our extra support, I'm taking Peerless Commander. Where is it? Here we go. Wait, didn't we have 2 defense perks anyways? Was I just not using my other defense perk? And I was using Invincible for some reason. Use Immortal for your other defense perk. I don't know why I was using Invincible. Eviscerate, Flame Rhapsody, artifacts. I think I no longer need the cloak, so I'm gonna use Scorch Cloak. Prestige, yeah, this is all the same. Fury Forge is good. Yeah. Attack Mastery. Now we're going to be using the Roar, and we're going to be sacrificing the Stomp. Alright, yes you, listen closely. There's a bit of a... I ran into a problem, alright? So if you sacrifice the Stomp for the Roar, a bit less DPS, but it works, right? I decided to swap the Roar for Eject. Now, it does work, it is technically better, but it's a lot harder to pull off. You have to time your HP, and you have to not be using the Immortal perk. You'll see why now, but I just want to give you guys a heads up, let you guys know. So we only have 1 damage move now. Might be thinking, there's only 1 damage. Carding is required, Berserk is required, Punch is required, Eject, maybe if you're really good, you could completely bypass shifting on phase 1. I'm not good enough, so put Roar there. Or should I try my hand? You know what? I'm gonna try my hand, because it would be quicker. Let's see how that works. If I fail, then I fail. This is your fault. One more Wi-Fi outage. One more PC crash. This video is done. Y'all are never seeing this Jaeger build ever. Alright, so it's like, it is 10 p.m. Y'all know I'm usually asleep by 9 p.m. but I'm editing this video, right? And my days do I get absolutely finished. Am I just a fraud at this game? So I'm gonna retake the Fritz part completely because I was fumbling around, my PC was crashing, it was dragging on the recording, and honestly, y'all don't want to see that. Alright, so let me get the build back up because I need to redo the build, and you know how it is. Yeah, this guy's a fool. So I've decided to also change up the build a bit. Oh my days, I don't even have Fritz script. Hold on. this should be the last raid. I did a long time lapse, but basically I was just trying new stuff. I put on a level 0 adaptation instead of a level 10 to take more damage on phase 2. You'll see why now. This one guy is tearing up the boulder. Recio, thank you. Alright, so I hate the fact that this Ice Burst Titan's in here now and do attack rate, and these guys get cast, they're just lurking. Anyways, so strat, right? Do whatever, punch stomp, but then immediately berserk mode. You want to get your HP as low as possible, which is why we have a level 0 adaptation, not a level 10. So right here, hopefully you can finish me. No, just give it a bit.
Alternatively, you can always just not use stomp and put on eject. Come on, one tap.
You know what? Okay, it worked there. Let me actually show you guys that this is also a Thunder Spear build. Like, it's viable for spears. Pop my buffs. Yeah, alright bro, just 4. So 825,000 damage crit. You stole a shot. I don't know if that was 5 million or what. I think that was 5 million damage without the full apotheosis. My spears are gone now, so I'll just make sure it wasn't editing. Could have been higher, I think, with Gambler. Also could have been lower, but I think it could have been higher. Yeah, now let's show you the actual build. So 1.5 mil, 1.4 mil with them without Berserk, without the Roar. The Roar, the Berserk. See how much damage we're doing. This does not include the burn, by the way, which is like extra 25% plus damage. 2.4 mil. 5 frames. Sorry. M1s are doing 1.3, 1.7. Sensation. Stop iframing. 3.4 million on a punch. I'd put that to like 5 million with burn. I was going berserk. So, there's two options here, right? In order to fully optimize this build. For the Fritz version. For Jaeger, just do whatever I said before. But for the Fritz version, option 1 is to put on eject and lose the stun. And not just keep M1 instead, right? Option 2 is to go to my skill tree and actually reset the damage side, the defense side, so I can die quicker. And you guys can do either of them. I can't be bothered to right now. I want to go to sleep, so while I have been out here getting matched, these guys have been patiently waiting for me, so thank you to our Unknowny channel member, Oshino. Yeah, you guys hear this every video. Once someone else becomes my channel member, then it won't be everyone and only. For now, it's everyone and only channel member. Also, Fling and Kaori, thank you. Isn't Kaori Yuji's mother's name? Okay. Attack Titan Raid. I will be putting on Nightmare to speed things up a bit. Oddball 2. And yeah. Instead of Tactician, I'm gonna use Crescendo because they're buffing anyways. And as well as that, I'm gonna not use the Roar. I don't even need a check though, do I? No, I don't anymore. Okay, I'm gonna use the uppercut. Set of ore. How much damage does it do? 79%. What does the punch do? Like 100%? 197. 141. Artifacts same. Perks are not the same. For my defense, I'm actually gonna keep Immortal. No, I'm gonna use Invincible. For my support, Courage. For my support 2, should I use Unwavering Belief? I'll just use Explosive. I don't want to use Soul Feed because I don't want to have too much HP. Actually, no, I'll do it just in case I'm about to die. For defense adaptation, okay. Are we ready? We are ready. What I say, Nightmare Oddball. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I feel bad for making these guys wait so long. Yeah, it's just something that happens. You know, there's nothing we can do. It is what it is. I've barely looked at the camera in the last 2 videos. Yeah, alright. Is my game... Whoa, whoa, whoa. How did that only hit 2 titans? Bro, why did they nerf Fritz's range on that so much? Like every time I use that move, it hits like a maximum of, unless they're all completely like basically has less range to the spear is what I'm trying to say. Alright? Then there's Helos with its spear just doing everything, bro. Everything. And then there's Shiki. Just honestly, they should give Shiki every family exclusive skill. Since it has rage mode anyways. I feel like that would just balance that a bit more. Anyways, I'm gonna shift right now. But yeah, give Shiki every family exclusive skill and it will actually be used. For the mythic secret family it is, it will be used. Okay, the uppercut is so bad, the Titans never land on me. Anyways. And there's still more waves. Alright. Let's begin. What do I need to do? Nothing right now. I need to wait for the flares to get popped on it now, actually. Flares are not on yet. Flare 1. I'm gonna assume flare 2 is on. Yeah, I saw it. I didn't crit. I still did a million. 3 million on a stomp. Cool. Uppercut. 1.6. Yeah, uppercut is buns anyways. I'm gonna do one more corkscrew. I'm gonna go berserk. Let's see. Yes, we're not doing more upper squirt. Keep in mind this burn damage low, so we're getting more damage than it says. Okay, cool, he's knocked down. 4.2 million plus 15% burn plus 1.1 times burn plus 5% burn. Okay, wait. Was my hardening on? My hardening wasn't on. Oh, wait, this could actually be crazy. Hold on, everything could be forgiven right here. 3.6 million in a stomp. 2.1 in the uppercut. If his eyes can be taken care of, then I can. Okay. Gambler, do not fail me. 5 million. Gambler failed me. 5 million. My punches do 2 million. I don't want to kill him too quickly though, because I still want to test out some stuff. Namely Berserk mode, because he takes more damage when he's in Berserk mode. So I want to get to Berserk mode. And then I want him. Okay, his leg is gone in Berserk mode. 6.8 million. Sensation. 3.5 mil. Well, come back. He's wrong, isn't he? Yeah. $4 million. Okay, so 6.8 mil, I think that's the highest we're gonna get. With burn damage, that's a lot of mils, I guess. I'm just gonna say 8 mil. I know burn damage is at least 20%, so 8 mil works fine for me. I did not see anything on that one. But yeah, that's the Jaeger build. Best in the shop, a bit of a hassle, but once you get used to it, it's alright. Yeah, that's it. So yo, I never want to make this video again. Okay, wait, what else do I have to do? Not doing a Zoe build, can't be bothered. Yeah, I've done every build. Ackermann Adler, though. You know who he is? A genius. Now he's also going to become a powerhouse. Why? Because I'm going to make a build and I'm going to be attempting to get 100 million damage in one hit. So, if you haven't been watching my last few videos, you won't know this, but man, I'm using full legendary perks. That's crazy. This perk, Flame Rhapsody, is busted. It's overpowered. But this would be nice, so good with Fritz, right? But okay, let me give you some backstory. So we're gonna try and hit 100 million damage with the Colossal Titan nuke using Flame Rhapsody to increase our crit damage. Our crit chance is capped. It says that, but it's not actually capped. We have 100% crit chance anyways, but they removed crits from the Colossal Titan nuke. So instead of using Fritz, we are using Arlert, which still has a chance to crit on the Colossal Titan nuke. So we're using Flame Rhapsody, we're using Invincible for our defense, just because I don't like injuries, they've been annoying. For our support, we're going to be using Font of Inspiration. We should, but I have some support people on my team anyways, so I'm just going to use, Explosive Fortune, I guess. Even Unwavering wouldn't be that bad, you know. Didn't this get nerfed though? Whatever, I'll use Explosive Fortune. For our offense, we're going to be using Eviscerate. Not Viscerate. Yes, Eviscerate. Okay. Yeah, that is it. Now, skills. Shift regen, I guess. Let me put shifting on. So there we go. And then make sure I have that Colossal Serum on. Now, we're going to be doing this in the Colossal Titan raid, because any other raid, the Titans just have iframes, and it's a whole big thing, right? Feathered Bicorn, we're not going to be using this time. If we had Feathered Bicorn with full shift damage, I would take it. But unfortunately, we do not. So I'm using Scars with shifter damage and crit damage, shifter damage, Crystal Necklace. You could use Cloak, but it's not going to be as good. Now, Prestige, Scrolls, Blitz, Gambler, Apotheosis, Gambler, Quake Strike, and Tactician. Skills, doesn't matter for it. Yo, do y'all hear that? Okay, it doesn't matter. Skills, I'm not buffing anymore. So I'm going to be just popping this on. If you're solo, keep the Order Rage here, Black Flare and Red Flare, and use Font of Inspiration. If you're not solo, if you have some buffers like me, then put these on. Alright, so I've actually never tried this before, so I don't know how the crit chance thing works. I'd never even read where it said crit chance. Someone in my comments actually said Alert can still crit, so I was worried. Yeah, I don't need to do anything on cannons. So for now, I just defend while I wait for phase 1 to be over. I turned on boring and simple because, oh wait, he might not have enough HP to handle my damage. Oh, that'll be good. Anyways, I turned on boring and simple because I can't be bothered to deal with these titans, to be honest with you. It's not like it makes a difference to my damage anyway, so the video is still in perfect effects, perfect working order, perfect legitimacy. How did I not kill them? Alright, here we go. Everyone's spamming buffs, black flare, red flare, blah blah blah. Now, let's see. I want to see what this does. Right. Oh, I didn't crit. No. 10 million, 9 million. So what's the alert crit thing? Alright. We're gonna let him take us. We're gonna roll it back one more time. So the crit, the buffs from Helos and all that, they don't count towards the crit. That's good to know. So basically what this means is that I won't have 100% crit chance. It is going to be like the base alert crit, which I think they said was 10%. I should probably check, to be honest, but I couldn't be bothered, you know. I'm just that type of guy. I can't be bothered. Anyways, try to take this again. So 10 million damage, no crit. We might be able to get 100 million damage total. Like, it is completely, fully possible. My blast radius is absolutely, like, it's so massive for some reason. I know it's massive because I have a bunch of buffs on, but it's really massive. Massive. Okay. I'm just gonna do the thing. Let's see what happens now. Come on, give it to me, give it to me. Crit. Second one, crit. Alright. This might take a while. Yo, am I even certain that we can crit with this though? Because I don't actually have that much information with this. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, man. So I just hit a crit. Wait, what? I just crit something. I'm almost 100% certain I just hit a crit on something. Whatever. Retake. What I like about this is something that only Idler can do. Like, Fritz cannot replicate this. Even though it is a bit hard to pull off. Not hard. It's a bit dependent on luck. Every now and then you could get a raid. Did my game just freeze? Okay. Every now and then you could get a raid that ends in like 40 seconds, you know. Oh, I might get a world record raid actually. Didn't some guys did it in a squad of 4 with some like regiment, I don't know, some like elite regiment, you know, there's always them in some games. I did it in like a minute and something. But yeah, that's my loss. Okay, here it is. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, 10 million again. Is that 10 million or 100? No, that's just 10 million. Surely it's not 100 million. No, because even if I had, yeah. Damn, they really took this out at the worst time. Oh, why did they remove critting at this time? This valuable time. Just unfortunate, right? Very unfortunate. We'll go again. Now, I don't know if I can title this video the best Tyler build anymore. I mean, technically it is pretty good, but I think I'll call it like world record damage or something. Because it's not consistent enough for you to use it yourself, you know? Alright, take whatever take this is. I think it's like 3, maybe 4. See, I hope I don't like hit a crit. I can't see it because of all the other titans I kill. Okay, I hit 2 crits, but it wasn't on Bertolt. No, the banging stopped. That banging is going to be plaguing like 4 of my videos, which is actually so annoying. But I hope this mic filters out. It is like a 30-euro mic from Amazon, so I doubt it did. But yeah. Alright, take 5 or 4. I'm going to go a bit further away from Titans this time, because I don't want to hit them. I wonder if that's even a hit Bertolt. No, I should. Watch me miss. 31 million. $31 million. That's what, 60 million? If they both crit. So it is possible to hit 60 million damage. Sensational. Absolutely sensational. Could I make that higher? If I had the bicorn instead of scars with crit damage, right? And if I had better crit damage on the necklace, then it is way in between in expectations for me to be doing 75 million. Is there any other way for me to increase? I think that would be it. Fury Forge, actually. If I had a good Fury Forge going, I was low HP. How did I just get all my HP back? Whatever. But yeah, that is... Oh, I just hit another crit, 15 million. Oh, so that's like a universal crit. So yeah, 30 million damage in one hit. The whole move, the whole shifting move, yeah, nuke move. 60 million damage is possible. Sensational. 75 million is possible with a fully tweaked out build, right? So yeah, that is it for the Arlert. Maximum damage. We did not hit 100, unfortunately. We did hit, what was it? 31 million. Sensationally. Responding to some YouTube comments. So at the Helos build I made. I'm already doing 1 to 2 million damage with Ackermann per crit. If I use this build, I'm gonna start doing 8 mil probably. We're gonna tell them. Max. I just recorded an Ackermann build. It can do 9 to 10 mil on a move. Sensational. Now then, let me see. So is there any way to increase this? So what's my crit damage? I'm assuming like 310%. 300%, yeah. There's eviscerate, right? Yeah. Core, I need them too. So yeah, if I had skies with full crit damage, that's what 20 no 30. It's a 60% increase. So I'd be doing 3.6 million. If I had Umax, I could be doing 40 million, so 80 million. Okay, so at 75 million damage is the very max. I have Gambler on as well, which I did forget about it. Anyways, that is the highest damage you can do in a single move. There's none more. I refuse to believe anyone can do any more than that, to be honest. But yeah, Crazy how you need Ireland to do it. A bit. Sensational, absolutely. Oh, 11 million damage. I stand corrected. That's gonna be the thumbnail. No Lori, no Kyojin. The Armored Titan. Today, we're making the best Armored Titan build. Rather, I've already made it. So I'm showcasing it. Now, this is another Flame Rhapsody build. Do not worry. I've made sure this is a solo build. I know you guys were complaining about the Leonhart. You had to check 3 apply flares. You had to do 3 shifts, whatever. Look. After the raid, Nightmare, no oddball, because it's the armored raid. Who does oddball in armored? And I did it in 2 minutes 57 seconds. That is below time trial, so it's a good time. And yeah, that is with the armored titan of all titans. So, ooh, should I do my build first, or should I'm gonna run through it first, and then I'm gonna do the build. I'm gonna swap up the order this time, alright? Let's hop on that full screen. So, this build is based off of crits. You see my hand? This build is based off of crits, and it works pretty well. It's also based off of the passive. The passive is really good for Reiner. It's gonna be the Fritz version and a Brown version. This one is the Fritz version. The Brown version can also solo. So, load in. This is our skill set. We have 2 flares, like always, double shot, chaos, and just to help us get shifting, I can do 1 chaos and I have it anyways, so that doesn't matter too much to me. But yeah, do your thing. You shift, get killing. Now, first thing I like to do when I shift, just roar, get that first buff active immediately, right? He already roared, so he has no more iframes. So hit it. That was at 2.5 million damage. For the charge, we're doing 400k a tick, right? And we can also go ahead and kill these guys. Don't forget, Reiner is the crowd control titan, so don't worry about the boats. You can take care of them easily. Now, let's see what the throw does actually. The throw isn't the best. It does like 1.2 million. I wouldn't use the throw if I were you, to be honest. So, and he's roaring. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Titan toss. You could change it for courage if you want. I like to take damage. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't have 34 John, so I kind of just had it. Was that 5 million or 500,000? It was 500,000. But yeah, when he charges, when he does all that, just relax, I guess. Okay, did we just fail? Bro, I literally have not failed in the... I've done like 7 raids testing this and I haven't failed a single time. And the one time I click record, I fail. We'll just run it back. Get it done. I'll make sure the boats have at least 20% HP, so you know it's not actually that hard. I just fumbled for no reason. Ooh, diamonds. Right, okay, I definitely don't want to fumble. Ooh. Alright, I'm flying? No, I'm about. So, roar right in the middle, get rid of all those titans. Perfect. Get a hit. 2.8 mil, almost 3 mil. Sensational. Charge right into him. Nice damage. His shield is already half HP. Madness. You guys know the rest by now. Charge, whatever. Take care of these guys while also dealing damage to Reiner. Yep. Take care of these guys. Nice. And I'm gonna take care of these, and I'm gonna do one last charge on Reiner. Never mind, he's roaring. As you can see, both have 36.7% health. Last time was genuinely just a fluke. I don't know why I failed last time. But yeah, as you can see, it's not actually that hard. And the shield is gone. So now at this point, you want to eject. You only need to eject once. Don't worry about more ejecting. Eject, apply your flares, and if it's on leg or on eyes, then you can throw a double shot just to get that injured, get him stunned a bit. It's just nice and useful. If it's on arm, then it is what it is. You can't really do that. Get down, roar. And the method for this, you don't want to use your Titan Toss much. It's more punch, 3 mil, charge for nice DPS, and then just click. Okay, but when he charges, you want to let him hit you, so you get your family buff. So just run into his charge. There you go. But your flares will last the entire duration. There it is. Reiner's dead. And I don't have a luck boost. I don't think does a luck boost make a difference to getting the skin set? I guess we'll never know. Now, let me show you the build. Then we're gonna get to the brown version. Then we're gonna get the max damage possible with a bunch of buffers. We're gonna see how it is. 2 minutes 52 seconds, quicker than the last one. Sensation. We're using spears. You can use blades if you want. It actually makes no difference. I'm using Fritz. I'll show you the brown build as well, just right after this. For skills, yep, just completely missed. Chaos, double shot. If you're using brown, just use revolving pierce and double shot. Black flare, red flare, and shifting. Okay, this time for defense skill tree, it actually matters that you go on the tank side. For where'd my brain go? For damage side, yeah, you want to go damage side. And then skill cooldown reduction here, nice. For your perks, Peerless Commander, Font of Inspiration, Immortal, Adaptation, and Flame Rhapsody, and Eviscerate. For your artifacts, you want Armored Scars. Mine aren't perfect. You want to get perfect crit damage, ideally. Mine are pretty mid. By the way, thank you to Tony Scuffed Duck for helping me get these scars. He actually gave them to me. Thank you, because I would have had no scars otherwise. But yeah, if you get yours up to 16%, you can be doing a lot more damage. Crystal Necklace, I'm using with crit damage and shifter damage. Don't use the armband, and the necklace is in fact better. For your memories, you want Tactician, Quake Strike, Apotheosis, and the rest is like whatever floats your boat. You know, Crescendo is good with a team that can stun Reiner, and Fury Forged isn't the best because you never take damage. Omni-range if you're playing with team, I guess. And Cooldown Blitz is also nice. Gambler, if I were you, I'd swap Crescendo if you're in team for Gambler. If you're alone, I would just keep Gambler. Also keep in mind, this also works for a Thunder Spear build. Yeah, this is literally a Thunder Spear build as well. So, use it however you want. For my attack armored skills, I have Roar for the Fritz. On brown, I'm going to be changing that. I have Phase Shift. No, that's not Phase Shift. I have Unstoppable Charge, Titan Toss, Earthbreaker, and Eject. Eject, you need to have Eject and Roar. And also the Punch and the Charge. Titan Toss can be changed to whatever you want if you want. And yeah, that is the build for Fritz. Now, I'm going to show you the brown build. Or should I? Yeah, I'll show you the brown build first. I don't have brown. Okay, I guess we're just going to use Leonhart for now. So with this build, it's basically the same. Font, Immortal over Adaptation. Why? Because you get damage resistance and your stats increase for damage resistance on the Armor Titan. You'll see it. Flame Rhapsody and Eviscerate. I didn't have to change anything actually. Artifacts same, Prestige same. Nothing to buy there. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get a brown real quick. Let me show you guys the thing first. So, defense mastery, these stats are increased by 30% of your total damage reduction. That is why we go damage reduction skill tree as well. Let me get a brown real quick. Alright, we have it. 54 skill points. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah. So, oh, I didn't have this equipped. Give me that. Yeah, I'm losing track of where I was. Brown, equip that. Thank you to our channel member, our one and only, for actually giving us this brown. Give him an alert. They're gonna roll it off anyways. I have way too many alerts. I don't want to do that gem tax. So where was I? Yeah, we're done with the build. Okay. So now we are testing out the non-Fritz version. This one is obviously gonna take a bit longer, be a bit harder, less damage, but we'll see how it goes. Armored raid. I'll keep nightmare, I guess. I'm not turning on time trial. Alright. Let's begin. I wonder how many people have asked. I know there's some guy on my channel, right? The reason I'm making this video is because someone in my comments, hold on, I need to say his name because that's the dedication. Hold up. It's gonna skew the timer, so blame that if I get a bad time. Where is it? Day. Okay, wait, I'm just gonna. Okay, here we go. Quinn Engine. Solskjaer Eisen with a rose has been asking for an Armor Titan build for 5 days. Across 3 videos, but for 5 days. So I decided to make one. Now making one, you know, for Brown, for Fritz. It's gonna be sensational. I'm gonna let these guys take care of the boats because I clearly was not ready. And then we're gonna run it back. This better not be paused. I always think it's paused. Can I save this, do you think? Like, what if I just... I'm not saving dust. Guys, we did the raid in 37 seconds. Like, this is how good my builds are. Like, could you do the Armor Titan raid in 37 seconds? I thought so. What am I... Just make a build video, bro. Alright, I just discovered. I realized I should actually probably cover this phase. It's basically just the same as before. Do your spears, do your flares, and shift, really. Sight. Okay, I'm not dead. Nice. Yes, do your spears, flares, shift. Pretty simple. You don't have to... We're lagging. Give it a minute. Yeah. Let's just pause. That's not good. You know what, I think that's gone as well, to be honest. Okay, I could have saved it, but I actually want to change something with the build real quick. I just realized something. First of all, I was going to see how much damage that did. I mean, I guess not. Alright, let me do a quick... Change the build. I just want to swap a skill on the Armor Titan. I'm swapping out the Roar for Courage because almost certain that gives you hyper armor. There we go. Now, let's go back to the Armor Titan raid. That should be, yeah. That should be enough shit. There we go. Now, oh come on. Okay, please don't break the boats already. I have no clue. I'm only when I record. Only when I record. Ooh. It's gone. It's gone, bro. It's gone. It's actually gone. Let me make sure this gives me hyper armor. Okay, it does. Nice. Yeah, run this game. Run this game to the max. Can I save? No way I saved this row. No, I have to, yeah. One more game. If my game freezes again. Was I just fighting Diamond Reiner? I think I have like the memory of a goldfish, because how do I not know? What on earth have I done? Guys, I think I broke something. I'm trying to click the Windows key. It's not working. Okay, what a video, bro. What a video. I need to fix it, I hope. Load again. Like, what a video, man. This only happens when you click record. Here we are. Final mission, I hope. Or my PC just eliminates itself again. My PC crashed. Yes, my PC crashed. David Diego's PC crashed. And so, we're retaking it for the final time. Since I reset my PC, should be good. Better be good. Or someone's gonna have to die. Sorry. Just the way it is. I'm gonna have to break your neck. Yeah, I don't wanna do. I can't even like compression. Shift. I turned off Nightmare, by the way, because I cannot be bothered to deal with this. 1.2 mil, not bad. And take care of these. So 2 mil is the max we can do with the punch. We're getting about 300,000 on the charge per hit. That was pretty good, to be honest. Obviously it depends on gambler. Yeah, there you go, 170,000. Some courage on, yeah it is. So the punch, 145, 1.45 million even. So yeah, you can solo with Brown. Let me actually just finish it though. Is Nightmare on? No, it isn't. So what we got with the throw, I assume it's not gonna be much even if I do crit. I didn't even crit, but yeah. Without Fritz, the crits aren't 100%, which is why for Fritz, you're good. With Brown, it's probably best to get a duo. Literally anyone who's Reiss, Fritz, or Helos is fine. Oh, I take care of the shield. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, 1.3 mil. The shield is already running low. It should be gone soon. Charge isn't too bad either. I want to see how much the M1s do. Before they were doing about a million, a bit more. So let's see. I can't see. 500k. Okay, just iframe it. Yeah, so around 500k. Obviously, Peerless Commander also makes a difference with the crits, crit chance, crit damage, etc, etc. So obviously it's better with Fritz. Brown also works, as you can see. Where are you going? And yeah, that is it. Now let us was this on? Yeah. Let us begin the maximum damage you can get. We're going back to the Fritz build, and we're gonna see just how much damage you can get with the Armor Titan with some buffers. I also might get some buffers for Brown and see how that goes. You know what? I'm gonna do with Brown first. Alright, we got people. Thank you to Fling and Cowrie for helping us, and of course, one and only channel member. You'll be hearing that name a lot. But yeah, let's begin. The Brown version of maximum damage. Then we're gonna do the Fritz one. I'm gonna skip most things. The video's already long enough, so I'm just gonna skip to where I get the damage. 2 million in M1. I think, is there any higher you can get in M1? Female Titan. Okay, no, female Titan gets like 2 million M1 too. That's crazy. Unfortunately, I am very laggy. The one time I need to not be laggy. Anyways, once the shield's gone, let's see. Okay. 2 minutes. Okay. Just wait for it a minute. My days I'm laggy. This is bottom 10 things. It's only when you're recording. Alright, let's see. And he's roaring. Okay, please hit. I can't use my move. 4 million damage, I think. I don't know if I saw it correctly. I think it's 4. I can't see how much my ammos are doing. I'm just gonna hope it all appears on my screen at one point. I hope I don't lag out. There we go. This has actually been one of those videos. We're gonna tally that up as 5 million damage on the Earthbreaking move. I cannot be bothered to do that again. Let's get into the Fritz build. If I miss this one more time. Okay. But okay, I'm gonna try a different thumbnail, right? Not because I'm lazy. I just want to see how my thumbnail would work if I literally just took an image from the game and made that thumbnail. No editing, no nothing, literally just a still image from the game. Like me punching, oh my days, I'm quick. Like me punching, just punching and getting a bunch of damage and posting that as a thumbnail. I wonder how that would do. I should not have put on Tatsujin. Okay, I'm still laggy. No, I'm gonna shift now. Alright, I made it through the shift without freezing. Alright, let's see how much damage I do to Reiner. In a punch. 3.5 mil without the Helos buff. Like what I see. Okay, I need to do something about my Wi-Fi, but I don't think I can. I bought a new adapter like 2 days ago. Put it in, literally brand new Wi-Fi adapter, and it has done absolutely nothing. Did he just iframe that perfect? He perfect 800k on a charge. That's actually kind of crazy, to be honest, because his charge is incredibly quick. I think that was 9 million. That hit him twice. I know I'm not tweaking. A few of my Earthbreaking moves have hit him twice, and that was one of them. So I did 9 million in one hit there, theoretically. Yeah, it hit him twice. It hits him. Okay, yeah, it hits him twice. Earthbreaker hits him twice. That's better than I thought. Okay, let me see the M1s. 2.5 million. 2.6 million. And he's roaring. He's an iframes merchant. This is why no one does the average rate, because every single second it's iframes. I couldn't see how much that did. 5 million in one hit, so this can do 10 mil in one hit if you hit crits on both of them, right? Charge, I think it's 20 ticks, maybe 30, so I'm gonna put that around 10 million damage too, and a bit more. Let me out, bro. I just did, what was that, 7 million there? Yo, let me out, please. 2.5 million M1, sensational. Yeah, sensational. So that is the maximum damage you can do on a Reiner build. 10 million damage, sensational, absolutely. Oh, 11 million damage. I stand corrected. That's gonna be the thumbnail. That will be the thumbnail. Sensational. And I should have done that when I had Crescendo on, actually. Okay, let's see. Was that 13 million damage? I think that was 13 mil. How much is that? 2 mil? Yeah, Titan Toss has always been buns. Okay, here's another one. He's gonna die though. That was another 9 million, but he died, so 13 million, because I saw a 6 million and a 7 million. Sensational. Actually 14 million, because they were both above 500 threshold. But yeah, Reiner busted. Yeah, sensational. How long did that raid take? I don't know. But let's show it. But yeah, just sensational. 7 million. There we go. We broke 7 mil. Zoe, max damage, 8 million. Now, obviously, that's max damage solo. In Kaisho, Sony, Bean. I haven't thought this through. I don't know where I was gonna go from there. As you can see by the character I'm playing, we are doing a Hanji Zoe build. Yeah, let's get into it. By the way, see this bed? I would clean it up, but it's not mine anymore. Right, so I have a brother. Alright, you know what? Story times for later in the video. Let's do the build. Here we are, right? In AOTR, 300 spins. Ooh, it's not even times for family. Anyways, Zoe, we're doing a Zoe build. First, we're gonna do a solo, and then we're gonna do testing out the max damage with just a bunch of buffers in the game. You know, the solo version, that's gonna be what you guys can be using supposedly. It would be pretty nice if you get a duo too, like a Reiss, Fritz, maybe Helos, but for this build, it doesn't actually make much of a difference because we're not shifting. We can't shift. So here are the stats. Last stand skill, pretty good for this build. You know, pretty good, man. Pretty good. Gold boost, yeah. Control, yeah. 15% damage for an epic family. Sensational. Speed, yeah. Stats equipped. I don't want to roll that. Alright, so here we are. Is this recording? Yes. Here we are. Am I winning? Oh, wait, my window's open. Whatever. So, yeah, let's begin on the build. First thing, spears or blades. It actually doesn't matter. It makes no difference whatsoever. I'm gonna use spears because I think Hanji would have liked that, you know. Now, last stand. Sacrifice 20% of your current health for 40 seconds. Ignore injuries. Gain damage, burn damage, thunder spear speed, and damage reduction. Be prepared to meet your injuries if injuries. Be prepared to meet your fate if injuries persist after 30 seconds. Now, I have an idea. Yes. You might as well call me the mad scientist Hanji Zoe. I have an idea. See with this, right? The main problem with Zoe builds, not that anyone's really made a Zoe build, but the main problem with Zoe is the fact that if injuries persist, you die. Like, you just die. So, what if we don't get injuries? Now, I'd be thinking, David, you're gonna use the invincible perk, but this isn't a Fritz build. You only have one defense slot. You're losing out on adaptation. Adaptation is an S tier perk. Let me tell you, but invincible. All right, go back to skill tree. You guys probably forgotten by now, but on the skill tree there's a health side. On the health side there is a skill, a passive skill, adrenaline. Right. Ignore up to any 2 injuries. This is free money right here. This is free eats. All right. This is like sensational. Absolutely. So for our Zoe build, yeah, reset skill tree. Last stand, put in a slot. It doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna put in 5, I guess. And we're going on right side of damage. I don't think I've ever seen anyone go on this path. What else does it even give us? Emergency relocation. I mean, I guess it's all just buns, you know. Sacrifice health, healing 1 injury, increase in crit chance by 40. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get back to that. Okay. Okay. So for the damage side, that could work. Okay. For damage side, we're going damage. Yeah. Support side, we're going skill cooldown reduction side. Taking order rage, I want to speed by this so I can get back to what I think I just figured out. Black flare, red flare, order rage. Skills, I'll take like double shot. Okay, we'll think about that soon. Now, so do perks? Yeah, let me do perks. So, no, I'll do perks last. Artifacts, Feathered Bicorn, Thunder Spear damage. You should use crit damage, I just don't have it, so yeah. Oh, you know what? I did waves recently. So, yeah, I can buy a Bicorn right now. Is this better recording? Cool. Let's see if I can get crit chance. Crit damage even. I saw it said good stat. I see crit damage and it's minus 12, bro. On the bottom too. It got me so hyped. No shot, you just did that again, bro. I want to talk about it. So we're gonna use damage. If you can use or get crit damage. Scorch Cloak will actually be good with crit damage. Try get more crit damage than 12, but it's the most I can do. Now, memories. You don't want Gem Fiend, believe it or not. For Spheres, Supernova and After Images would be really good. Unfortunately, I don't have any of them. Fury Forge is actually going to be good too. So slap that on. So looking at our roster here, right? Where's my back button? Alright, so you're gonna have Fury Forge, Tactician, ideally Supernova, depending on the raid, Quake Strike. If you're doing a raid with not many other Titans, I would just use After Images. If you're doing a raid with a lot of other Titans, then I'd use After Images instead of Apotheosis. And I keep Quake Strike, but it just depends on what raid you're doing. Titan doesn't matter. I really want to get Supernova because I've been doing so many Thunder Spear builds, I just haven't had it. 0 scrolls, by the way. Talking about I want to get Supernova. How many should I buy? I'll buy 17 to get Pity. Why do you need to look at the GM amount before I bought that? Alright. So I'm not rolling off. This is like such a side quest. Sensational. Now, Supernova. Let me explain what this does. Wow, that's bliss. That's absolute bliss right there. Let me get the gambler back since I'm doing the video. In your case, I would swap Quake Strike or Fury Forge. Wow, that's yeah. Yeah, so in your case, you'd want After Images instead of Apotheosis. Ideally. Yeah. Now let's see what Supernova does. They changed this before. It used to be called Marksman. Increase damage by 25%, but for every 100 meters away, lose 2.5% Thunder Spear damage. So basically, if I'm 1,000 meters away from my target, I deal regular damage. The closer I am in 100 meter increments, the more damage I do and it goes up by 2.5%. Yeah, that was such a botched explanation. Let's get to the perks now. Support, front. Y'all should just know this by now. Core Flame Rhapsody, right? Crit damage is increased by 2.3 times. Crit chance is capped 12.5%. We can bypass that cap, don't worry about it. Defense, we're using adaptation. It's nice and easy to use. And for our offense, we're using eviscerate just to ramp up the crit damage from that Flame Rhapsody buff. The reason we're not using Black Flash is because Black Flash effects apply after you load in. Eviscerate applies before you load in. It applies that 50% extra crit damage shows up here, but for Black Flash it doesn't. And where is it? Flame Rhapsody only applies to things that happen in this lobby, kind of, if you know what I mean. That's why when our chances capped to 12.5% here, we can still increase it with orders and flames. We can still increase it with orders and flares once we load in, and that's why we have not 12.5%. Now, where was I? So, Quick Strike. What raid am I gonna do? I'm gonna do the female Titan raid, and because of that, I'm actually gonna use Crescendo instead of Quake Strike, because I'm not killing any other Titans. Yeah. I thought I'd be doing this quick. There's already 13 minutes long. Now, skills, you already saw. Yeah. This thing right here. I was contemplating emergency relocation because of that crit chance. I can bring it above and beyond 100% crit chance, right? But I think losing a whole skill thing isn't worth it, especially because we lose health with this and we lose health with last stand. So I guess don't use emergency relocation. It could be useful if you're running something that doesn't have last stand, like I don't know, a brown Thunder Spear build, like just any random family. You could use this for the extra crit chance, but yeah, just know it will bring your crit chance up to 100% if you use this. 100% it will. Now, only for 10 seconds though. Yeah, that is the build. Now we are ready to attack the Titans. And next, we check out the max potential. I would do the Colossal Titan raid because, you know, Angie. But I think Hanji hates Annie now for killing Sonny and Bean. I'm putting on a sip because I don't want to die. Let's begin. Skipping this cutscene is completely up to you. I'm not going to because it's kind of fun, but you should probably skip it if you care about time and all that jazz. First thing you want to do, pop your flares. I have no skill icons, but I know where they are anyways. Pop your flares, pop everything. What was number 4 slot? Skill. Pop your last stance. Now, since we have adrenaline, you probably would have gone injured there, but we blocked it. Okay, here we go. We can test out the damage. 900k non-crit with what? 2 burn ticks have 40k. So let's say 1,000,000 non-crit. A crit percent is, I'm pretty sure 400% or 350. So by that logic, we'll be doing what, like, and he's running like 3 million maybe per crit. Not too bad. 1.4 million in a crit there actually. One thing about this build is that you'll have to reload pretty frequently. You could swap Font of Inspiration or Munitions Master or Explosive Fortune. It would lower your damage a bit, which is why I'm not doing it for like the video. You know, you want to get as much damage as possible to showcase. This wasn't working. But yeah, you can do that. It is a lot more stable. But yeah, let's try that again. This time we won't have Crescendo working, but it's fine. I think crit again. The closer I am, the more damage I deal. So let me... Oh, I didn't hit a crit again. You know what, without Peerless, you actually don't hit as many crits as I thought. So, do I use that perk, emergency relocation? Because I'd been thinking about this as if I had Fritz and I had Fearless Commander. You know what? Give me just a moment to revise the build. I'll come back to you. Mad Scientist Hanji Zoe. Would Hanji Zoe try something radical right now? I think she would. Emergency relocation. When was the last time anyone ever used this? Sacrifice health, instant healing 1 injury, increasing injury chance reduction, and crit chance by 40%. You're up. Let's see what we do now. Of course it crits. 3 million damage. Of course it crits anyways. 3 million damage without Order Rage, without Crescendo active. So with the 10 OX Order Rage gives crit damage too. And then what, Crescendo's flat 20%. Gambler as well. I'd say if the stars aligned, I got everything right, I would be able to do maybe 5 mil. Was that 1.2 million? Okay, let's do the maths on this, right? Okay, let's actually do the maths. Test out the maximum damage to do solo. Let's say 1.2 million is the highest. Let's say 1.2 million is the highest solo, so the highest gambler damage due, right? So we're starting off with a baseline of 1.2 mil, right? I'm missing an O? I don't think so. No, I am. Oh, I'm not. So 1.2 million, this is our baseline with maximum gambler. Now, let's say we have, did I close? That's with black flares, by the way. Was last stand on? It wasn't. No, it was, because I saw the burn damage. No, Scorched Cloak has burn damage. I'm gonna review the footage real quick. Oh, it's so dark. Wait, let me review my footage and make the VAR. Where are we? I'm lost. Let's see what we're looking at here. Order H gives crit damage. Last stand is on. Does it stay that way? And then what percent goes? He's yapping. I can't hear him. I don't know if headphones on. I'd say if the stars aligned, okay, I got everything right. Last stand effect was gone. Maybe I was far away from supernova. How many meters away? 200. I was 7.5% less damage. Okay, I see potential here. I see potential. I see potential. Okay. So last stand. Okay. Let's do some maths. It's for the build. Now, with a rage, 10% damage, 20% crit damage. Our crit damage is currently. Okay, no, we need to do our base damage first, right? So we had 1.2 million damage. With the flares and all. Oh, that's so much to calculate. I'm not doing all that. Let's. The crit damage I'll calculate. Raw damage, absolutely not, because damage here it's 205. It gives it, like when I click on damage here, it gives it in a plus, right? It goes to that. It doesn't go 2%. See, if I click crit damage, show me percent, you know, it's nice and simple. But yeah, last stand gives you 30, no, it's damage reduction, 15% damage. Order Rage gives you 10%, so we're looking at a 25% plus damage increase. It wouldn't be true damage increase, but we do have Font of Inspiration, which multiplies our effects of our orders and flares by 1.5 times. 1.5 times, I'm pretty sure that applies to this as well. So we're looking at about 40% damage increase. I'm just gonna say instead of 1.2 million, we would have done 1.5 million. I think that's about fair to say, and I want to have a nice round number for calculations. Now 1.5 million Order Rage gives us 20% damage increase, not affected by Flame Rhapsody, just a flat add-on. So our crit damage from 1.5 million, we have 328% crit damage. Now, we have Font of Inspiration on top of that, so 20%. Sorry. I'm just gonna say that goes to 30%, right? 30% damage on top of this, 358.7% damage for the crit damage. So let's come here. Let's go 1.5. Now 1.5 million. We're adding. Make sure that's there. 358.7%. Right. Alright. Supernova, if we had that maxed, it would have given us 7.5% extra damage. I'm just gonna count that in as the 1.5 mil. I think I've highballed it a bit. Anyways, what else could I have increased? I think that's it, to be honest. Oh yeah, burn damage, of course. So, 40 seconds, ignore injuries. Oh, if we use last stand, we'd add Fury Forge buff as well. So 20% of my health at where is it? At Prestige. At 0.4% extra damage per 1% health. 20% or 20 times 0.4 is, oh, what is am I 8%? 8%, yeah, I don't know why it took me so long to calculate that. 8%, right? 8% extra damage. I'm just gonna tally that into 1.5. So I'm lowballing my build essentially. So damage, burn damage. Now we get to the burn damage. 10%. Right, so we have 10% burn damage. Our cloak naturally gives us 5% burn damage. That's 15% burn damage. Multiply that by 1.1 times. That is 16.5% burn damage extra. Now, 1.5 million. Gonna hit the crit on that. Plus 358.7% is 6.8 million. And plus 16.5% for burn damage. So Zoe max damage 8 million. Now obviously that's max damage solo. Obviously it's not as inconsistent. Our crit chance is about like a bit over 50%, right? If you swap Order Rage for emergency relocation, I'm just gonna make an estimate and say that's gonna be about 7 million. 7 million damage for, with emergency relocation, you have 100% crit chance at that point. So yeah, it's sensational. One thing is there isn't that many spears, so if you want, you can swap double shot for revolving pierce. You will lose a bit of damage, but it's still nice, you know. Now let's get into the max damage version, and let's do a nice one. Max damage build. So to make a few revisions, of course, for maximum damage. Obviously these perks are gonna stay the same. Eviscerate, whatever. Defense, I'm gonna keep adaptation. Support, now I will be swapping to Munitions Master for some extra spears. I will be keeping double shot because it does more damage than revolving pierce, so I can text out the max. Emergency whoa, I don't know what I just said there. Emergency relocation I will not be needing. I'll put on revolving pierce. I guess I won't be needing any support perks anymore, actually, with the sole exception of last stand, of course. I'm gonna use homing missile. That seems pretty fun. Let's begin. Hajime Oka. That's like, should we begin? Hajime Shoka. Hajime. It's out now. I said sa and I said now at the same time. Doing Colossal, you know, in the spirit of Zoe. Hanji Zoe. And basically, I'm going to be down here protecting Aaron. I see some buffs now already, sensational. Though I don't see the Titans. Okay, here we go. This homing missile is so fun, like I love this thing. But it's also pretty dangerous. So, 23 kills for a Quake Strike. Not the most, but it works. Now, let's hit this. 3.9 mil. Or 4 mil. 6.6 mil. Alright, let's try Evolving Pierce. 6.1 million. Sensational. Absolutely. Double shot with another 5 million. And my cooldowns just don't exist. Oh wait, I wasn't even running it last times. Most of the time. Oh, Order Rage wasn't on. Alright, let's reload. We will do... What is that? We will be doing a bit less damage because we reloaded, you know, Quake Strike and all, but we should still be good. Now, let's see. 4 million with a regular spear. I think we're just getting unlucky with Ambler. Because no way am I doing 4 million regular spear and only 6 million on a revolving pierce. Cylinder pierce, I missed. Get double shot. It's because I'm far away as well because supernova. 3 million. Yeah, because I'm in 3 million on regular spear and 4 million. No, 3 million on double shot, 4 million on regular spear. 1.8. Okay, I didn't crit. That was my first non-crit in a while. 6 million. Okay, on revolving. What's up? 5.3. I take virtually no damage, so... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. $5.2. Does revolving pierce do more than double shot, I wonder? 6.5, I think it does. Yeah, it's looking like 6.5. It's looking like 7 million to be about the max that we do. I don't know why I can't talk this video. Yeah, 4.9, 6.0, 3.0, 3.2, just not losing any spears. 3.5, yeah, and sensational. He's about to die. I've done about 40%. Keep in mind, right? However long this takes, just keep in mind, I am solo squatting, so you know there's that. Except for Fling doing a bit of the damage. But yeah, I've done. Oh no, I've solo squatted for phase 2 anyways, not for the full thing. But yeah, just sensational. 7 million. There we go. We broke 7 mil, and I don't know where I'm going. Nonchalantly zoom by. Okay, well, ooh, this is gonna be tough follow. Around the globe, around the globe. Here you go. Okay, I thought things good. There you go, there you have it. There's your Hanji Zoe build. Maximum damage was 7 million. With the burn damage, I can't bother to do the maths. I'm just gonna top it up to a 9 million damage in one hit. Sensational. Absolutely sensational. I need a thumbnail. Hold on. You guys wanna get a thumbnail with me? I'm just gonna do the first phase and hit a last stand. Oh my days, Colossal Scars. I don't even have a look boost on right now. That's crazy, I can't lie. Yeah, it has more HP because there's 4 people, so I'm basically solo squatting. But yeah, there's that. That, I think it was good. I feel like there was too much steam for that image. That's it. I haven't done any plugs in so long. I'm not gonna break my streak, can't be bothered. Just watch that video there, whatever it is. Adios. Adieu.